This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center.
1, 2,
Trinity Health, making more possible.
3,
If it's fire damage,
4, 5,
Agent Fred Iron.
6, 7,
From burnt
9,
to unburnt. He does
10,
that.
10, 11, 12,
Our history
13,
sets us on our
14,
path.
15,
From the moment we're born, we began
16,
our walk through
17,
life.
18,
We
19,
learn so we can discover.
19, 20,
We find our passion
21,
and develop
wait,
our
that's
skills.
21,
We
21,
build relationships.
22,
We start thinking about
23,
what we're going to leave behind to those we
24,
love.
20,
Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No
4,
matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
56,
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealership has the best selection we've had in years.
30,
You'll find
30,
fantastic offers
30,
from Nissan, Honda,
which
Chevrolet,
was
Buick,
30,
GMC, Cadillac,
30,
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
31.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you
35,
know
36,
and trust.
37,
Ryan Family Dealerships.
38.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion
40,
things to do. The fear of being overcharged, the stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15
We
minutes.
changed our oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
40.
Have over 60 years combined
48,
experience in the
49.
field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing
2,
vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicles repaired back to the original
54.
conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers. Centennial Collision and Paint.
70, 70, 71.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities
74.
stands Bravera Bank,
75.
offering complete financial services for banking,
76,
wealth management,
76,
and insurance.
70.
From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match
87.
those guys.
90, 91, 92.
Relax, spas, etc. Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
100, 101.
Well, top of the morning, basketball fans from the Bismarck Event Center. Day 3 of the State Class A Boys Basketball Tournament is on the air. Good to have you tuned into the PSP Network alongside the coach, Joe Cattell. Todd DOMRES welcoming you to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes. Stay in your car. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. We get set for our 7th place contest here from the State A. It'll be the Wahpeton Huskies and the Killdeer Cowboys. The Cowboys and the Huskies. And now, Joe, we're going to jump right into our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game, because one thought for both of these squads is they each have had some lulls on the offensive end. And so my Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game is, how can you manufacture a couple easy baskets for your team? Because that would do wonders, I think, for both Wahpeton and Killdeer to maybe find a couple easy ones. Either that's a transition, a steal, a turnover, a set play, whatever it is, find an easy basket.
Yeah, Killdeer, the first 2 nights have come out really slow. Big deficits early in those games, and they fought back valiantly to come back into those games, but both times it just wasn't enough. So, yeah, Can they come out with a little bit more spark? Maybe find a way to get a stop and get out in transition, execute around the rim. Kildeer's a huge team. They really shot well around the rim in the second half yesterday. But in the first half, they had 11 offensive rebounds and only 5 second chance points. So just wasn't, even though they were getting some things done, they weren't productive in scoring. So, yeah, exactly. Can Killdeer come out hot, get the ball inside, maybe get some stops and get into that transition, use that press to make some plays. And then for the Huskies, they've had some really good moments. Yesterday's third quarter was about as fun as basketball as we've had in this tournament with Malk making plays and Steffens making plays. And just it seemed like all the guys had it going, and then all of a sudden fourth quarter came around and the ball had a lid on, or the hoop had a lid on it again. So, yeah, can they sustain offense is a big key for WAP. And I'm looking for Steffens to do a little bit more today. A guy averages 16 a game. Had 14 night one, only 11 yesterday. Really hasn't had that breakout state tournament game yet. And so can they get Steffens going early? Can they set some things up for him just to get into a little bit of a rhythm? Because he's been completely out of rhythm the first two nights.
Yeah, there's your Northern Plains Heating Air keys to the game. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. Make sure your furnace and your AC is performing at the top of its game. That's Northern Plains Heating and Air bringing you our keys to the game. Big day of action today on PSP as we've got all 4 games from the State A. We've got the 7th-place game here first, Wapton and Killdeer. Beulah and DLB come up next in our 5th-place game. Then a short session break in our 3rd-place contest. We'll tip off about 3 o'clock. Shiloh and Thompson. And then 5 o'clock, the one everybody's waiting for, Devils Lake and Kindred for all the marbles and a rematch of last year's state championship game, which raised a few eyebrows across the state when the Firebirds upset the Kindred Vikings and I said ended their undefeated season.
Yeah, no doubt. And, Devils Lake's only got 1 loss on the year. That was a 5-point loss at Kindred this year. So they got to feel pretty confident that on a neutral floor, playing well, that they have a chance. They've been here before. Kindred's got to feel well about how they've played the first 2 nights. I mean, they've absolutely blown 2 teams out and played really, really well. So Kindred Firebirds, kind of what everybody thought it was going to be. Shiloh gave Devils Lake all they could handle yesterday, though. So let's see how much that takes out of the Firebirds as well. So should be an absolute great basketball game to watch those 2 teams go head-to-head against each other.
And we've got a special treat today in case the game gets out of hand. We got Miles Cattell.
You gonna say hi, Miles?
Miles, are you okay?
Hi.
How you doing there, Miles? Good to have you on the call today.
Yay.
All right, buddy.
We'll go to Miles every once in a while for his insight.
That's right. That'll be good.
He's pulling a Joe Cattell, Scott Cattell. Scotty used to let me keep score for him at every district and regional tournament since I was a kid. So we're trying to get him to learn how to keep stats over here so Dad doesn't have to anymore.
Like it. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, and it rolls on after this short break. We're getting set for the Huskies and the Cowboys today in our 7th-place contest. Of course, you got a full slate of games also on our PSP YouTube platform at the State B going on in just a few minutes. It'll be North Border and Oaks in the 7th-place game up at the Dome. You got Hankinson and New Rockford Cheyenne for 5th place, Wilton Wing and All Redeemers for 3rd, and the championship, that 3rd-place game is at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. No, 7 p.m. I got to get my time straight here.
Yeah,
5 o'clock here. 7 o'clock 3rd-place game and a 9 p.m. start tonight between Ryan and West Hope Newburgh. That's quite a field, and the way that thing shook out yesterday in the semifinals was something else.
Wow, what battles that they had, and our Redeemers and Ryan for the 5th time, West Hope and Wilton for the 2nd time, and just going to be a fun day up there in Minot as well, and just a really cool day to end the year. PSP's done for hoop season after today. The high school guys can put their basketball shoes away, find their track cleats, their baseball gloves, and their golf clubs, and we'll move on to the next season after today.
One comment. Yesterday's action in the A and B fields, Joe, we had 2 teams get into the 60s. What is the state of A and B basketball in the state? Why is there so much defense being played?
Yeah, let's just put the ball in the hole a little bit, boys.
I mean, come on, guys. I mean, let's hit a 70 or an 80 once in a while. All right, Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes, locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC. Got the starters, got the lineups, you got the anthem, and we get set for the Huskies and the Cowboys. More after this break on the PSP Network.
your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
You've worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
All right, and that's one has been sung as we get set for basketball here. 7th place action from the State A tournament. And top of the morning to you. A little breakfast, lunch, and dinner today at the Bismarck Event Center. We'll get set for Wahpeton and Killdeer. A couple early thoughts here, Joe. We didn't know the Huskies had a relation to our PSP network crew. As we
Aaron Wald.
Ran into Aaron Wald, and his family is the Ralphs.
The Ralphs, the head coach, the assistant coach, and then the junior center are all PSP. We probably been a little nicer to him if we would have known that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But he was saying, you guys were talking about him flexing actually after making threes, and that's what Landon Ralph was exactly doing.
Yeah, Coach Ralph, he came out here pretty loose today, but I know once that ball flies, he'll be back into his old mode of making sure his guys are ready to go. So one of my favorite coaches in the state, Coach Jeff Ralph. I did see him practice his golf swing on the middle of the floor today, though. So he's also the golf coach too. Yeah. So he's starting to already think about the next season at the old Boise Sioux golf course.
All right, fans, here's your starting five for the Killdeer Cowboys. Cale Hansen, the starting point guard. Cooper Bang joins them in the backcourt. That's a couple seniors right there. Owen Schleppenbach, 1,000-point scorer, as a forward. Ja'Cory Dalen is a senior forward, and then the junior 6'5 center, Jackson Reese. Hansen, Schleppenbach, Bang, Reese, and Dalen out there to start for Greg Pruitt And the Killdeer Cowboys, they'll be outfitted in their black uniforms today, the orange and white trim. And the Wahpeton Huskies, one quick thought here. You think about this 10 o'clock start, Joe. And there's a couple of rodeo kids out there for the Killdeer Cowboys. I know kids play AAU basketball. This is like a 10 a.m. slack.
Yeah, oh yeah. And we talked about that yesterday. I know I spent a lot of my early coaching days coaching AAU basketball, and we used to always press early in these games just to kind of get everybody going. Just get their juices flowing, get the sweat going. If you just walk the ball up half court, it feels like a 10 o'clock game. So you got to do something to bring the juice, and so it wouldn't shock me if you saw both of these teams kind of bring a little pressure just to get their teams in. Not necessarily that it's the right game plan or the perfect game plan, but just more to get their teams rolling a little bit.
Wahpeton will start a 3-guard lineup. They got Braden Steffens in the backcourt. He's a junior along with Trayton Mauk. How about the tournament for him? Double figures both nights. Bjorn Kubala is a forward along with Jackson DeVries, and Landon Ralph is a junior center. So Steffens and Ralph juniors, Kubala, Mauk, and DeVries are the starters that are seniors for 19th year head coach Jeff Ralph and the Wahpeton Huskies. Huskies will don the home uniforms for the first time in this tournament. They'll be in their whites outlined in purple and yellow. And the Zebras are ready, and we're just about set for basketball. Oh, I guess we got the National Guard ball delivery. Thanks again to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for bringing you our pregame today. Stay in your car, no appointment needed. 15-minute oil change, full service oil change, 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and Bismarck. As mentioned, Wahpeton 17-10 on the season. Killdeer 21-6 on the campaign. In the opening round of this basketball tournament, Wahpeton fell to Shiloh. And the Killdeer Cowboys story in this tournament, Joe, as we're underway, has been the same thing. They've gotten under horrendous starts.
Yeah, really poor starts. Really inefficient offense, but can they get, and fouling a lot too early in the game, sending their team to the free throw line. So can they play under control and get their offense going a little bit?
Kubala dissects his zone defense and throws up an air bank. On an outlet pass from Dalen, he finally somehow gets it up ahead to Cooper Bang. Into the front court come the Cowboys. Now they got a little numbers brewing. Cale Hansen slows it down momentarily in the left wing. Handoff to Schleppenbach. Dalen pulls up 15-foot left side. That's short. Rebound tipped to Ja'Cory Dalen. Underneath, wide open. Bang has two.
Yeah, good early bucket there. Good job of just being aggressive on the offensive glass and figuring out a way to get a layup.
2-0 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Killdeer leads over the Huskies. These two teams played in the regular season in Wahpeton on January 25th. As there's your pick to click, Joe. Steffens kills one from downtown.
Yeah, inside-out touch against that zone. Got the ball to high post to Landon Ralph. Out to Steffens. Steffens, no hesitation, knocks down the three.
January 25th in Wahpeton. Killdeer winning 48-42.
So we're not going to get into the 60s in this one either?
It doesn't feel like it. As Killdeer turns it over, Schleppenbach throws it into the Husky bench. In a minute and 24 seconds into the game, Wahpeton leads 3-2 on your BNC Bank scoreboard, and Killdeer will extend some pressure. Trying to use this length and athleticism that the Cowboys have, and they take up a takeaway. Cooper Bang tries to get it up ahead to Cale Hansen. He does, and Hansen lays it in.
Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that in the start. You know, can they score on transition a little bit? Can they score on offensive rebounds? Now Killdeer has done both.
This time, Wahpeton breaks pressure, and Kubala knocks it down from deep. Bjorn Kubala has been shooting the basketball well here. Scored 11 points in each of the first two games. Cale Hansen with a pull-up on the right side. That's partially blocked. Wahpeton has it. They got a quick developing 2-on-1, and there goes the rack attack for Braden Steffens, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, just a mistake from the Killdeer. Did not get back on defense. Started matching up at half court instead of just getting back and plugging up the paint. Steffens with the easy bucket.
Then you get Ja'Cory Dalen with the return. I like the up and down activity here thus far, Joe.
Yeah, it's the best way to get yourself going in these games that quote-unquote are meaningless. But, you know, if you start playing hard, all of a sudden they become meaningful very fast.
Shove off on Bjorn Kubala is whistled. Ja'Cory Dalen went to the rack attack. Ralph up pressuring Sleppenbach, and the Huskies force a turnover.
I cannot not see Landon Ralph now with those glasses on, looking just like Aaron Wald. I mean, we might need to get a picture of Aaron Wald right next to him wearing the glasses, because they have a very, very similar look to them.
Kubala almost lost the handle, somehow gets it over to Mauk. Killdeer extending the defense, Huskies moving left to right. Wahpeton on top as they doubled up Killdeer here, 8-4. 5:20 to play in the first quarter. Middle of the zone, inside out. Ralph will lock and load left corner. That's short. Rebound, second chance to Mauk. Inside out, Kubler for three. Yes,
Got
sir.
another one. Good offensive rebound for the Huskies. Kind of giving Killdeer a little bit of their own medicine. Offensive rebound, kick out, wide open three again.
3 made threes already here in the first quarter for the Huskies. And they've started up 11-4. Man-to-man defense for the Huskies, and Ralph almost had a step-around steal as he's trying to deny Schleppenbach. Ralph in denial mode, both denying the basketball and, of course, on the call.
Yeah, definitely. He was trying to move his feet, but kind of just did too much body. You got to slide your feet, get around to the other side. Can't go through a player to get that steal.
DeVries will come off, and
Ralph
Gilbertson
always
comes
shown
on.
his emotion on his sleeve after the call.
Another turnover. Kubala coast to coast, and it goes off of somebody's legs, and they say it was last touched there by Cooper Kling, check that, Chase Kling, who just checked on for the Cowboys, and here comes Ja'Cory Dalen also into the game.
Yeah, good defense there from Killdeer, getting back that time and putting a little pressure on Kubala as he was dribbling down the floor.
And Jack Gilbertson had a tough game yesterday, and now I might know why. Look at that arm sling he's got on.
Yeah, you couldn't tell too much with the dark uniforms, but with these whites, you can definitely see that brace now.
Steffens on a dribble drive. Oh, how about that scoop to the hoop and the reverse?
Yeah, Steffens on the skip pass, drives on the closeout and gets all the way underneath the hoop. Little Dr. JS getting underneath from one side to the other, getting the reverse layup.
Husky defense forces another turnover. A little too much dribbling there for Kane Hansen. On the other end, Gilbertson to the left hand, and he's fouled on the way in, and this activity level for the Huskies is high right now.
Yeah, good job, Landon Ralph, trapping there on the defensive end, getting the steal and throwing it ahead to Gilbertson. Gilbertson on the run gets the foul, but yeah, really good. We thought the Killdeer might be the team that brought the pressure early with their length, but Wahpeton's come out like a firework down this first half.
Jack Gilbertson held scoreless yesterday in the Huskies' loss to DLB, where they came storming back, as Joe said, in the third quarter to take a lead, only to have the Lakers respond in the fourth stanza. As Gilbertson knocks down the first one from the Serve Pro stripe. And they got 24/7 emergency service. Fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. Huskies up by 10. Second one rolls off. Larimer rebounds for the Cowboys, and here comes Kane Hansen into the front court. Cowboys in the black unis. Moving right to left. Post up Jackson Reese. Squares up. Rises in the paint. In and out. And now we got a rebound foul. Going to stay right here, says the official, Jeff West.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot.
Jason West, I beg your pardon.
We've seen that a lot. We've seen a lot of missed box outs against Killdeer. They do such a good job of just being physical that you have to put bodies on people, and Killdeer gets that foul call a lot because of how active they are in the offensive glass.
Speaking of physical, here comes Calvin Dobitz into the game.
Yeah, him and Landon Ralph would be a great matchup if they can get on each other.
Alex Cummings is on for Wahpeton. Cooper Bang has it up top for the Killdeer Cowboys. Dribble entry on the wing. Almost poked away from him. Ja'Cory Dalen, Kling, Bang on a cut to the block. Inside out, Larimer from downtown, book it.
Yeah, big three there. Good job, like you said, inside out, attacking the post with a good post touch, turning, skipping across. Larimer knocks on the three.
Wahpeton digging that lead. Cummings, nice operation on the block with the shot fake and the score.
Yeah, Cummings, 6'5", junior, getting a little bit of minutes there. Averaged only 3 a game, but taking advantage of some early minutes here with the easy bucket.
3:15 and counting to play in the first quarter, and the Cowboys zigged, but the pass zagged, and that's a turnover. 16-7, Wahpeton leads in your BNC Bank scoreboard. They make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Man, I feel like I'm amongst legends today. I got Joe Cattell on my right and Mark Bigley on my left.
Yeah, Mark Bigley's the only true legend in this gym.
Miles is shaking his head up and down like,
yep. And we got Miles and they got Coachy.
Oh, nice takeaway. Nakori Dalen with the thievery. Leaves it for Cooper Bang, who bangs into the defense, but he couldn't finish the shot.
Cummings with a nice rebound there, fighting, getting back in transition, coming up with the one and done for Killdeer.
Killdeer gets this pressure cranked up. Cummings
Gotta get it across.
Gets it off to Mauk, and Jeff Ralph, sensing a 10-second violation coming, burns a First International Bank and Trust timeout. We'll break. 2:37 to play first quarter. And on your scoreboard it is Huskies 16 and the Cowboys 7.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Fans, today's game brought to you in part by Swenson RV and Marine, your official Tracker Marine dealer. Yeti Ice Houses, Nitro and Tracker Fishing Boats, Sun Tracker Regency Pontoons. Full line of campers in their Minot and Bismarck stores. Shop online at swensonrv.com. All right, Miles, I have a question for you.
Oh, you ready?
What's your favorite color basketball shoe?
What color basketball shoes are the best?
Pink.
Pink, okay. What? I love it. I love it. He goes with the pink.
His dad ain't ever buying him pink shoes. I'm not time for that. He better start saving his own money because that ain't ever happening.
All right, so we'll come back to that in just a second as we have a couple guys with lavender and purple shoes out there today.
Yeah, that's team colors, though, for the Huskies.
Oh, team color that as Braden Steffens has shot the ball well, and he hits one from deep.
Yeah, Steffens making me look good right now. Coming out hot in this game. He's got 10 in the first quarter. Again, really struggled yesterday, but good to see him showing up here this Saturday morning.
Huskies by a dozen. 19-7 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Dobitz gets a post up. Larimer forced off the block. Outside to Bang. He tries a baseline dribble drive and he gets his feet tangled up. And Hockert's going to pick up a personal foul there. Carter Hockert, the 6-foot junior for the Huskies.
Really like the energy the Huskies came out with today. I mean, we talked about who's going to show up first, and Jeff Ralph has his guys playing really well right now.
Okay, Miles, back to this question. Who's your favorite player with pink shoes?
Do you know any players with pink shoes?
No.
Okay, all right.
Who's your favorite NBA player?
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, the Ant-Man. I love it. I love it. I am a T-Wolves fan myself, Miles. Missed shot, rebound, putback, and there's the Dalen brothers. This is Ja'Cory on the offensive glass. He'll be fouled and he'll shoot a couple. Hockert picks up the personal foul, his second, and so that'll be 5 fouls on the Huskies, and Ja'Cory Dalen misses a personal, or misses the free throw from the Serb Pro free throw line. And Coach Pruitt is kind of over there lobbying with his coaching staff. All right, guys, what are we going to do to get some offense going here?
We got to get something moving here.
I mean, but everybody sitting there for the Cowboys is saying, all right, we're fine because we've exhibited the ability.
Yeah, we've done this a million times.
Yeah.
We're the king of the comeback.
Yep. Jack Gilbertson weaves his way in the front court as Ja'Cory Dalen gets 1 of 2, makes it 19-8. Landon Ralph had that partially blocked. Almost a takeaway now by Cummings. Now he dives on the floor and pokes it out of bounds. It'll be Killdeer basketball, but that's a hustle play right there for the Wahpeton Huskies. It was like that. You see that Presley Peraza play last night where he took off from, the timeline, and he dove at the free throw line and slid all the way to the standard?
Slid all the way out, yeah. Hustle plays are always some of my favorite. Those are the numbers that we used to track when I was coaching. Call them Gata plays. Get after their whatever.
First one on the floor wins, right?
Yep. First on the floor always wins.
Owen Schleppenbach from downtown the right side. Bang might have got away a little shove off, but he has a rebound, fights his way into a shot, and that's blocked out of bounds. It'll be Killdeer basketball.
Yeah, it's the one thing I noticed yesterday. Killdeer gets those offensive rebounds, but they kind of don't take their time and finish them. Like, after you get that rebound, value the basketball a little bit more. Just don't throw it up as fast as possible. And that was another kind of demonstration of that, of dominating the glass, but then just kind of throwing something up there without being ready to score.
Killdeer's shooting percentage in the paint this tournament is down on about the teens.
Yeah, it's had its moments, but yeah, it's for sure, especially on, like, when you get 11 offensive rebounds in a half and only score 5 second chance points. It's one of those things that you got to scratch your head as a coach and say, well, what do we got to do to make the layup, guys?
Cale Hansen misfires on a 3. It goes out of bounds. Wahpeton has it. Killdeer trapping. Turns into a King drive to the baseline. Kicks it out to DeVries. And with 20 to shoot and 40 in the quarter, first quarter that is, Wahpeton slows it down.
If you got some early predictions for the hoopster for Perry Hansen, I would pick this Wahpeton team to be a pretty good team next year. They bring back a lot of guys that are all on the floor right now.
Reach and foul as Dalen gets his hand caught in the cookie jar there, and a pull-up jumper on the baseline for Jack Gilbertson, and Jack will be shooting a couple more free throws. Jakari Dalen picks up his first personal. And Serpro's got advanced technology, trained technicians. 24/7 emergency service at Serpro as the freshman Jack Gilbertson knocks that first free throw down. Yeah, Jackson DeVries and Trayton Mauk. That's it.
Cabela as well.
Oh, yeah, and Bjorn.
Well, right now they got Trayton King out there. They got Landon Ralph out there, both underclassmen. They got Gilbertson, an underclassman. They got the Cummings, who's an underclassman. Like, they have some bodies that are going to be able to get thrown around out there next year, and big bodies with Cummings and King and Ralph.
Shot clock is off. Schleppenbach kisses it home on the right side of the lane.
Schleppenbach's first bucket of the game. He had 13 yesterday, so good to see him get going on that nice little tight curl from the top of the key.
Quickly in the front court, DeVries has to shoot it at the buzzer, and that was blocked by Bang. Oh, Gilbertson almost flying in for a putback, but it would have been debatable if it would have counted. 1 quarter in the books, 7th place game from the State A. It's Wahpeton 21, Killdeer 10 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Second quarter comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Todd DOMRES alongside Joe Cattell, Miles Cattell along for the ride today as we get set for our second quarter. Big first quarter there for the Wahpeton Huskies. They get 10 points from Braden Steffens, and they lead 21-10. Killdeer has the basketball. Looks like Wahpeton got a little zone. Almost get a tip away. Schleppenbach inside to Bang. Taken away by King. Schleppenbach gets it back. Shot into the bottom of the rim. Cleared by DeVries and an empty trip for the Cowboys. Landon Ralph up ahead. King in attack mode to the reverse with the left hand.
Yeah, what a good transition there for the Wahpeton Huskies. Break the pressure, get the ball in the middle before the Ralph. 3-on-2 break, finds King in the short corner. Layup good.
Cale Hansen wants it from deep. Right on line, but it was short. Landon Ralph rebounds. How about the baseball pass up ahead, but it's stolen by Cale Hansen.
Yeah, need a little more arc on that shot to get it over Hansen's arms.
Cooper Bang pulls up right side from the wing. No good. Rebound Jackson Reese. Schleppenbach in attack mode. Then the burly forward lays it in off the glass.
Yeah, Schleppenbach taking that one from the left wing all the way down the right and right down the middle. Gets the layup on the contact.
Cowboys get a deuce and makes it 23-12. Wapaton's lead is cut to 11. DeVries to King. Down the right side of the lane. Bodies flying. Loose basketball. Taken away and now stolen back.
A good play by Kubela, just getting his hand on that ball. Steffens chases it down.
Now Bjorn Kubala got tied up from behind by Ja'Cory Dalen. That's going to be his second on Dalen. Just the first foul here in the quarter on the Huskies, or excuse me, on the Cowboys. Steffens triggers it in. Safety valve way up top. Bang would have been looking. He could have stolen that.
Yeah, he easily would have been able to pick that one off if he had his head turned just a little bit.
Steffens on the right wing. Dalen's now got the assignment on him after a quick start for Steffens with 10 points in that first quarter. Huskies entered on the wing to King. Screen action and a pop out for DeVries. Got tripped up by Dalen. Could have been a third on him. Ball is touched out of bounds by the Cowboys.
Down to 9 on the shot clock here. Long possession for the Huskies.
Cale Hansen, the state champion tie-down roper and also a steer wrestler. I'm going to avoid that guy out there.
Yeah, don't want to run into that guy in a dark alley.
He likes to eat dirt. 3-point shot to beat the buzzer by Ralph, no good. Rebound dug out of there by Steffens.
Now, this has been almost a minute and a half possession now for the Huskies. The ball is doing a good job of just moving the ball and trying to find the action that they want.
These are the ones you got to cash in. But now Jackson Reese has a takeaway and he will glide in. Oh, he's stripped away in a foul. Steffens hustling, not giving Jackson Reese the easy basket, but the tall, lanky Jackson Reese will be shooting a couple.
Yeah, really good effort there by Jackson Reese, getting in the passing lane, using his length to get the deflection. The 6'5" junior. He's a good-looking athlete out there. Good job getting his hands on that basketball.
If there's one guy that Killdeer, if I could put a nail on it and say this would help your offensive attack, it would be getting Jackson Reese going in this tournament because he's a guy that averages a dozen, and he's got he's got 3 points and 6 points in the 2 games so far.
And if my memory serves me right, I think he had all 6 in the fourth quarter yesterday. It was all kind of late in the charge to come back. I don't think he was pretty quiet the whole first half, so I don't disagree with you at all on that. Jackson Reese is a guy that need to figure out ways to get him the basketball around the hoop.
Makes the first one from the Serve Pro stripe, second one no good. Rebound Steffens. He's sandwiched in a double team, gets it out to Gilbertson. Gilbertson as Killdeer's now jumping and running. Out of this zone defense, they're trapping. Malk skips it cross court. Gilbertson inside out, back to Kubela. Into the paint he goes, might have shuffled the puppies, missed the shot. Wapton gets it back. They get a new shot clock.
No, they don't. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, they did not get a new shot clock, thank you. Down to 6 to shoot. Steffens, handoff Malk, shot faking, shot blocked. Good defensive set there for the Cowboys.
Yeah, did a really good job of contesting and just pressuring the Huskies at every point.
Can Killdeer turn it into points? Leaning in was Larimer, a little bit out of control, no good. Gilbertson pressing the issue, spins, gets it off, wide open. Malk from downtown, no, short. Weak side board, Jackson Reese has it. Killdeer back into the front court, post up Dalen. He will turn and fire, no, short. Rebound, put back Dalen, no good. And now Bjorn Kubala floats into the front court from behind. Ja'Cory Dalen just picked up his third.
Yeah, Kubala did a great job that time. He was ahead of the Dahlin on that and kind of tried to cut him off a little bit, forcing Dahlin to run right into his back. No legal guarding position, contact with the ball handler, easy foul for the official.
You know, I've been broadcasting basketball for almost 30 years in North Dakota. This might be the first Bjorn that I've ever called. How about you?
Yeah, I can't remember when there was a Bjorn in the NSIC at Bemidji. No Shaka, there was a Bjorn at Bemidji, but
right on cue, Bjorn Kubala knocks down a trifecta.
Yeah, that's his third. That's a turkey for Bjorn here. He's got 3 threes here in the first half.
Wapaton leads by 13. Post up Larimer, he scores.
Yeah, good job that time of getting a deep post touch for Larimer. Nothing the Wapaton Huskies could do on that one.
4 minutes to play in our first half. 26-15 Wapaton. And Chase Kling, a little reach in. Of course, Kling, the backup point guard that, man, he just about single-handedly got Killdeer a win in the opening round as they came storming back against Thompson.
Yeah, he had 13 in the first game, only 3 yesterday. Kind of again, kind of the story of the Killdeers tournament is just inconsistency scoring between quarters and between players.
He made 3 consecutive threes in the fourth quarter, and Braden Steffens, somehow Killdeer had a switching defense and they didn't switch fast enough, and Steffens buries a triple.
Yeah, that's his 3rd triple of the game. He's got 13 in the first half. Good first half for Steffens.
High flying attack at the 10, and Larimer got denied. He got it back. He went up and it went out of bounds to the Huskies.
So not only has Steffens got 13, he was 4 for 4 in the first quarter from shooting, and that was his first shot attempt this half. He's 5 for 5 in the first half. He had his Wheaties before he got up this morning. That's for sure.
Jack Gilbertson quickly into the front court. Huskies looking good. They're lead by 14. Steffens in attack mode around the defense, and Cooper Bang resorts to having to reach around from behind. The reach around from behind? Okay. I won't go to that one again today. That's just going to cause me to see how many people are listening right now. Oh, Mauk frees himself up and lays it in.
Yeah, good play there. A little screen the screener reverse. They got the backside of the screen the screener, and Mauk's able to get a wide open layup on the right side.
Trayton Mauk extends this lead for the Huskies, and Killdeer is looking for some calls right now. They're not getting them.
Yeah, and give Coach Ralph credit. Their guys are playing hard, and he is subbing tons of guys in right now. He's played 9 guys, high-quality minutes already in this first half, just trying to keep the energy up, keeping everybody fresh.
Trayton Mauk just got his first 2 of the contest as Schleppenbach tried an interior pocket pass, and that did not find the intended target. It goes out of bounds, turnover Cowboys. Wapaton 31, Killdeer 15, 2:58 to play in our first half on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Stay tuned, our Magic Towing halftime report comes up next. Oh, Jack Gilbertson, attack mode, and lays it in the middle of the paint.
Yeah, definitely not 100% healthy right now. He's pretty much all dominant right hand with that brace on that left hand, but still doing a good job of finding the paint there and knocking down the teardrop floater.
Trayton Mauk has a steal. Here come the Huskies. Now you get Steffens going downhill, trying to break down the defense. Gilbertson around the defense again, lost the handle. Now you get 1, 2, 3 car pile up. And into the game for the Killdeer Cowboys. All right, we don't have 52 on our official book.
I do not have 52 as well, but I got it right here. Joe Dukert. It's on the program here.
Joe Dukert.
Joe Dukert there with a wrestling takedown pin as Gilbertson was laid on the ground with the ball, just absolutely body slammed him. Might be a little bit of a Gilbertson dent on the floor.
As Jack Gilbertson makes another free throw from the Serve Pro stripe. I can hear you what Coach Pruitt's saying right now. Well, it's about 7-1 guys in fouls. What do you think we're going to do about that? He's having a conversation with the Zebras.
He's had that conversation in all 3 games this week. It's just kind of the way they play.
Wapaton gets a missed free throw, but Trayton Mauk digs out an offensive rebound. It's been all Huskies. They lead by 19 here in the first half, 34-15. Steffens shot faking, shooting, bare banked it. Rebound out of bounds to guess who? Wapaton. Every bounce seemingly is going the Huskies' way right now.
Yeah, they're really doing a good job of handling the pressure, handling the contact of the Cowboys, passing the ball very well on the perimeter and getting some good looks. 16 on the shot clock here, 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. See if Wap can get a good shot off.
Mauk has it from the right wing. Now a handoff, Kubala.
8 seconds on the shot clock.
Down to 6. Bjorn double teamed. Finds Cummings down low. Jump hook short. Oh, but he got it back. Kubala for 3. Yes!
Ooh. Boom, boom, boom. Bjorn Kubala with his 4th 3 of the half. Stretch this lead to 22 points.
Could that be an early dagger right there? That is a momentum killer. And now you get a reach in on Mauk on the other end.
That's another one of those long possessions. Wapton had the ball for almost a minute in that time frame with 2 offensive rebounds and then their patience on the offensive end.
They've done that a time or two today where they've gotten the time of possession will be swung heavily in favor of Wapton this half. And they lead by 22, and the Huskies just forced another turnover. Killdeer a little loose with the basketball here too. 1:20 to play first half. Steffens hands it off. Kubala goes around. Hansen drops it down low. Hockert almost throws it away. And it does go off of the Huskies out of bounds to Killdeer.
Yeah, Hockert was going to go up to shoot it, left his feet, had no place to go, just spun around and tried to find a Husky, but there was not one in sight.
If there was ever a time to get a hoop, I think for Killdeer it would be now.
Yeah, they need some sort of momentum here going into halftime. They've stretched the lead here to 22, have the Huskies, and not a lot of points. Only 5 points scored in this quarter for the Killdeer Cowboys.
Schleppenbach dribbles into a double team. Somehow it goes right to Jackson Reese, who turns and lays it home.
Yeah, seems super easy. Get the ball in the Jackson Reese around the hoop and let him just turn and drop the ball in. And he's got 3 now, and but been very efficient with the ball around the hoop.
Trayton Mauk penetrating the lane, gives it off to Steffens, and he is stuck on automatic.
Yeah, 16 points. He now has 4-3. Between him and Cabela, they have 26 of the 40 points for the Huskies.
Too much dribbling again by Cale Hansen, I beg your pardon. Here comes the Huskies. Down to 23 to play in the quarter, and Steffens going downhill is going to be fouled, and he'll shoot 2 more.
Yeah, Steffens is in aggressive mode right now. He's got 16 here in the first half, 14 in the first game, 11 in the second game, 16 on the year averaging. So finally starting to kind of get himself geared up a little bit here on day 3.
Look at the look of bewilderment over on Greg Pruitt's face.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out the answer to the questions right now on the quiz because he doesn't have it, and his guys have kind of just getting ran up and down the floor right now.
Braden Steffens cans the first one from the stripe. Second one from the Serve Pro line. Rattles in. Big first half for Steffens. Big first half for the Huskies. Down to 18 seconds to play. Schleppenbach somehow gets it to Nakori Dalen. His shot missed everything. Rebound Steffens down to 9. Oh, a takeaway. Kling has it for the Cowboys, and then he gets mugged. And Chase Kling will shoot a couple.
Huskies have stretched this lead to 25 points. Again, only 7 points in this quarter scored by the Killdeer Cowboys. Have a chance here to get a few more before the buzzer sounds.
Yeah, it's been all Wapton here. They've outscored Killdeer until that made free throw, 21-7. That would be 3 touchdowns in my book.
3 touchdowns.
Second one for Kling. He got them both. Got 6 seconds to play in the half. Mauk fires it in. Hockert, couple bounces, sends it over to Kubala. He launches from 25. No. Rebound. Oh, at the buzzer. Steffens had a hand on it. It would have counted, but it just came up short. But that is an impressive first half for your team out of Region 1. That's the Wahpeton Huskies. They put up 42, and they lead at the break. 42-19, Wahpeton over Killdeer on your BNC Bank scoreboard. And our Magic Towing halftime report comes up next here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Back in Bismarck as our 7th place game is at halftime. Our Magic Towing halftime report. You blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. Mention the PSP Network. They'll save $50 off your next tow. Wahpeton, wow, impressive for the Huskies. They lead 42-19 at halftime, and it has been all Huskies. Let's run through those first half numbers. They're going to tell a story here, Joe, as the Huskies lead by 23.
Yeah, the Killdeer Cowboys trail by 23, like you said. Wahpeton has scored 21 points in both quarters so far. For the Cowboys, they shot 36% in the first half from the field. They made one three-pointer at 20% and were 4 for 6 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring by Trey Laramere, 5 points. They got 3 points out of Jackson Reese, 2 points. 4 points also from Owen Scheppenbach, 2 points for Cale Hansen, 2 points for Cooper Bang, 2 points for Chase Kling, and 1 point for Ja'Cory Dolan for a total of 19. For the Wahpeton Huskies, they came out on fire. Shot 58% from the field, 61 from the three, knocking down 8 3-pointers, 4 3-pointers. 4 for 4 is Braden Steffens, and 4 for 5 is Bjorn Kubela. They were led in scoring in the first half by Braden Steffens' 18 points. They also got 12 out of Bjorn Kubela, 6 points out of Jack Gilbertson, 2 apiece for Trayton Mauk, 2 for Alex Cummings, and 2 for Trayton King. The battle of the boards is being won right now by Wahpeton Huskies, 16-9. And the turnover battle is also being won by the Huskies right now at 11-7. The Huskies have done a great job on the second chance points. They've held Killdeer to only 5, even though they've given up 4 offensive rebounds, and the Wahpeton Huskies have 6. So a good first half there for the Huskies all around, holding Killdeer to shooting 36%, also not allowing them that many offensive rebounds compared to what they've had in this whole tournament. And on offense, they've been absolutely on fire.
Yeah, you got Braden Steffens getting his groove on, just missing 1 shot in that first half. 18 points, as you said, Joe, 4 rebounds for him. And Kubela, man, 30 points between those two guys, and they've outscored the Killdeer Cowboys single-handedly as the offensive woes at the State A continue for the Cowboys. All right, there's your Magic Towing halftime numbers. Of course, this week, the coverage continues for our winter sports season. Today we got 4 games from the State A. We got 4 games from the State B, concluding with our championship games today at 5 and 9 p.m. respectively. 5 p.m. championship here. It'll be Devils Lake and Kindred at the Event Center in Bismarck for the State A title. And up in the Magic City of Minot, a later start tonight. It'll be no strangers, the familiar foes, West Hope, Newburgh, and Bishop Ryan for the title up in the Magic City in the B tournament. All right, fans, that concludes our Magic Towing halftime report. You blow it, they'll tow it. Wahpeton leading Killdeer 42-19 here at halftime. Hey, the MO for the Cowboys has been get down and then come charging back in the second half. Let's see if Killdeer has another comeback in store for us this morning here on the PSP Network. And we'll get some Bismarck Gold Gems gymnastics performing here in the 7th place game. So they've stopped the clock here at 3 minutes to play. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with either some more halftime or our second half. 42-19, Wahpeton leads at halftime over Killdeer.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to the original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Brevera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
We've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Now back in our Magic Towing halftime report. You blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. Put this number in your phone right now, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing. Mention the PSP Network, you'll save $50 off your next tow. Wahpeton leads big, 42-19 here at halftime. We can tell you today's game brought to you Part by special arrangement with the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Our good friends Tom Mix, Matt Fetch in attendance. Good work with those folks throughout the continued coverage here that PSP gives you on the postseason. As Todd DOMRES alongside Joe Cattell, Miles Cattell. Miles got a donut, so he's ready. Miles, you got a 2 p.m. and a 3 p.m. game at the YMCA today?
Yeah.
You going to be getting some buckets?
Yeah.
How many are you going to score today? Like 20?
100.
100 points. He's going to go Will Chamberlain on us.
Is he going to average 50 or is he going to average 100?
Yeah, that's the question. Is that 100 each game or 100
each game or 50 each game?
50 each game.
50 each game. Well, that's a lofty goal. He must shoot like his old man.
I'm telling you, if he shoots that many times, I'm going to have some parent issues after the game. So there will not be 25 shot attempts by a 9-year-old. I guarantee you that.
You mean an 8-year-old?
Oh, you're 8-year-old.
Hey,
you
man.
are 8.
Miles, if you can get 25 shots up, take them.
Todd DOMRES it, baby.
That's right. You're always open. Just remember that. You're always open.
Now I'm going to have that problem later today. Todd told me to shoot 25 times.
Well, the Killdeer Cowboys are going to need to shoot 25 times and
At
make
least,
25.
At least. Yeah, they definitely need to start getting something going here early. Bring that defensive pressure. Wahpeton, see if they can handle the pressure that Killdeer's about to bring.
Second half brought to you by Dakota Square Arco, your favorite convenience store on the west side of the Dakota Square Mall. They leave Trayton Malk wide open. He misfires on a corner 3 ball. Baseball pass up ahead. Ja'Cory Dalen couldn't track it down. He saved it, but it went right to Trayton Malk. Wahpeton back into the front court. Got Malk, Steffens, Kubala, Ralph, and DeVries out there as there's a rack attack for Kubala. He couldn't finish it. Ralph rebounds. The Huskies have had all the answers today, and flying into the lane and double pumping is Steffens.
Yeah, Braylon Steffens, nice play there. Great hustle from Landon. Ralph chasing down that rebound, getting it to his team.
And the Cowboys got butterfingers today.
Yeah, that pass was just a direct pass right into the chest of a Husky player, and they're on a break now. They're going to leave Malk wide open again. That's probably not the best idea for the second half.
Cowboys look discombobulated on the defensive end as Kubala fires from the corner, no good. Another rebound for Brandon Ralph. Steffens almost locks and loads. Well, Huskies look like they can get any shot they want right now. I don't know. The Cowboys don't look like they know what they're doing on defense. Got half the guys playing one kind of defense, the other half playing a different.
And they're leaving Malk wide open in the left corner. It's probably the only guy that's really shot the ball consistently all week. I'd probably figure out a way to find him.
Maybe that's the defensive plan. Now you get it down deep. Jackson Reese collects, shoots, and he's fouled. It's a good plan of attack. Get the ball down low to your 6'5" guy and see if he can do something with it.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's probably one of the bigger, more athletic-looking guys in this whole thing. Finding him around the paint, and he's got to do a better job, too, of posting up and sealing as well. But finding him around the paint is probably not the worst plan ever.
Got on the podium in the high jump in the state track meet to emphasize that athleticism that you talk about, Joe. Got to have some ups to do that.
A little tall to probably ride the bulls like Hansen.
He would be he'd be a team roper if he's that tall. That'd be about the only thing he's going to do. As Jackson Reese gets 1 and 2, makes it 44-20.
Not that I know anything about it. I'm just figuring like low center of gravity is probably a little bit better for those events.
Yeah, with those bulldoggers and steer wrestlers and bull riders and everybody else, yeah. Like low gravity, you don't see too many 6'5" lanky guys doing any one of those activities. Wahpeton leads by 24 early on here in the third quarter, 7th place game from the State A.
6 on the shot clock.
Almost poked away by Ja'Cory Dalen, and he has a steal. Schleppenbach then dribbled it off his foot, but it went off of Husky foot last. It's been that kind of day for the Cowboys. They get a steal, and then they almost turn it right back over.
Yeah, just like you said earlier, a little bit butterfinger. The ball's just not attached to their fingertips like it has been the rest of the tournament, and they're just not executing at a high rate on the offensive end. To give a lot of credit to Wahpeton, their defense has been very good as well.
Huskies' little zone defense. Cowboys.
Little 1-2-2 matchup zone.
Oh, lob over the backside to Jackson Reese, and it just about connected, but that's been the story of the day for the Cowboys. Just about. He misfired on the backdoor alley-oop lob. Kubala floating it in the paint, and he banked it home.
Yeah, Kubala with a triple pivot move there. He got to the middle of the key on the right-hand drive, pivoted 2 or 3 times around before knocking down the floater.
Isn't that how the day's gone? You set up the backside alley-oop lob, and you can't hit it. And then on the other end, Kubala throws one in off a triple pivot.
The triple pivot, baby.
Owen Schleppenbach finally knocks one down from the left side for the Cowboys. Hit it from about 15 and it makes it 46-22. Huskies leading big here in the third quarter with 5:06 to play in our 7th place contest, third quarter action. Steffens locks and loads. Yes, sir, from the right wing for 3.
Really good action. Wahpeton ran a back cut. DeVries back cut hard, drug 2 of the players in the zone with him, leaving Steffens wide open for a 3. Steffens on fire right now, 23 points in this game.
Schleppenbach, 15-footer on the baseline, no good on the base. Weak side rebound to Jackson Reese. He will crank up a 3, no, too strong. Rebound Schleppenbach. Third chance as Owen goes right to the rim and scores.
Yeah, nice take from Schleckenbach there. Again, offensive rebounding, helping the Killdeer Cowboys score some points.
Well, thus far, you haven't seen that Killdeer run come about in any way, shape, or form. We'll see if they can dial one up as they're down by 25. They almost get a steal. Mauk gets it off to Steffens. Back to Mauk.
No new shot clock, so only 15 left on this.
DeVries skips it up top. Kubala. Better get on him. He fires. He hits from downtown.
Yeah, I got to get to these closeouts right now. Kubala and Steffens have 5 3-pointers apiece. Got to know where those two guys are at, especially against the zone.
Huskies in cruise control, and they almost have a steal. Trayton Mauk. Hansen got it, fires it down low. Jackson Reese missed a bunny. Fighting for the rebound was Dalen. Landon Ralph fires it up ahead. Now you got a developing 2-on-1. Kubala to the rack attack with the left hand.
Yeah, great take there. Landon Ralph getting the defensive rebound, keeping his feet in bounds, finding Kubala, and it was a 2-on-1 break.
Ralph with a steal. Kubala with another breakaway to the Euro step. Oh, and he got absolutely hogtied and dropped down there by Ja'Cory Dalen. He helped him up, and the Zebras are going to confer to say, was that a little bit too much?
You know, it probably was, but the fact that he helped him up off the ground may show some intent, and so I think they're just going to call it a common foul. If he doesn't help him up, I think this is an intentional foul.
And Dalen was quick to get back over there and help him up.
Yeah, and so, and honestly, when they do that, you believe them, right? You believe that that wasn't the intent for it to look that tough. He kind of reached down, tried to get the ball, ended up getting a lot of neck and shoulder, but going down and helping him up shows a lot of good sportsmanship from the Cowboys.
You know, I was thinking that Braden Steffens kind of had a lock on this player of the game thing, and now all of a sudden Bjorn Kubala is having a stake in his claim here. Kubala misses the first one from the serve pro stripe, hits the second. He's only made 5 threes, and he's got an even 20, right?
Yeah, both him and Steffens have made 5 threes, and Steffens has 23, he has 20.
Downtown into the basketball game for the Cowboys. Grayson Fettig buries it.
Yeah, senior doesn't get a lot of time, getting himself some minutes here in the third quarter, knocking down the left corner 3.
55-27. Wahpeton still up big with 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Somebody's going to win their final game of the season here. Will it be the Huskies? Will it be the Cowboys? Kubala straight on 3, missed it. And off of the hands of the Huskies, Alex Cummings, who was battling down low.
I like these 2 young bigs that Wahpeton has. Obviously, Ralph's only a junior; he's the starter. But Trayton King, a 9th grader, and then Cummings, another junior. They got some guys coming back here that have some nice size to them.
And there's Cummings right on demand, taking it away. Step around defense, gives it off to another freshman, Gilbertson, into the front court. And the future's going to be pretty good for Jeff Ralph.
Yeah, you got Steffens back, you got Gilbertson back, you got Cummings, you got Ralph. Like you have some nice pieces to build around for next year.
Steffens getting downhill again, and he got bodied down to the floor. Been a lot of guys on the court today too. As Steffens hits the deck, foul on the Cowboys, and Braden Steffens shoots 2 from the serve pro stripe.
Coach Ralph still coaching hard.
Steffens misfires. We can tell you today's game brought to you by Envision Cooperative. Farming and home needs, visit a store near you. Envision Cooperative Energy Agronomy C-Stores. Hockard back on for the Huskies with 2:27 to play in the third. Second one is good. Well, it's just been Steffens and Kubala taking turns.
Yeah, those 2 are going back and forth right now, and not only are they executing at a high level, they're executing pretty easily on the offensive end, both of them.
Pretty much other than a couple points in the second quarter, they've scored everything in the second and the third. Larimer operating on the spin cycle on the block on the right side for Killdeer, and he's fouled. That foul's going to go on Alex Cummings. Fans, today's game also brought to you in part by Ryan Family Dealership. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. Visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Typical instant replay sponsor, but of course on our digital radio broadcasts, we just have to paint the picture.
Paint the picture. Beauty of radio.
Yes, sir.
Whatever we say actually happened.
Trey Larimer at the line. I was painting the picture. Did he make the first one?
No.
Okay, second one, no good as well. Rebound, Kling. Dug out of there by Chase. A post up for Dobitz. Oh, the big fella got loose, blocked, and it went in, and he's fouled.
Calvin Dobitz, the 6-foot center senior with the big board there, gets a nice seal, scores it, and the and one for the Cowboys. Repping the neon green shoes and the American flag socks. A little bit of a pony, a little bit of a bun. He's got it all going on.
Dobitz has the left-handed and one, couldn't hit it.
Left knee brace, right shoulder brace. I think he's been beat up on the football field somewhere in his life, I'm sure.
I bet you nobody talks smack to Dobitz at school, though.
No. Miles, make friends with guys that look like Dobitz.
I'm just going on a limb and saying that he might be the BMOC. That stands for Big Man on Campus. Miles is looking at us like, what are you guys talking about? Jack Gilbertson got fouled in transition, and he's at the line now shooting a couple for the Huskies. Maybe that's only a college thing.
No.
BMOC. I think it's actually.
I'm guessing if you're at Killdeer, you can be the big man on campus,
I bet you can, too.
I bet you there's a lot of big men on campus, though, at Killdeer. There's some tough boys up there.
Hey, with their facilities, it is a campus.
Mm-hmm.
As Gilbertson cans them both, he's cash money on both those Serve Pro free throws.
My brother played quarterback at Jamestown, and when you talk like a Cattell, you better have a big offensive lineman for friends, and Josh has given the boys a lot of that advice for a long time.
Looks like Wyatt Bonner's on for the Cowboys. His first action in the term. They set a double pick for him. Straight on from downtown. Hello!
The senior Wyatt Bonner with a little bit of a gate screen, a little America's action on the top of the key, and they set up a 3 for him, and he buries it from the top. They got a 3 from the senior Grayson Fettig in this corner, and a 3 from Calvin Dobitz as well. Wyatt Bonner as well. So nice job for the Cowboys getting a few sets in for their senior group.
That is an awesome gesture right there by head coach Greg Pruitt. Bonner hadn't played the whole tournament, and you get him in there, and the microwave gets a set call.
First possession, he's in there.
I wonder if he was talking to him on the bench. All right, Wyatt, hey,
we're running America for you
That's
here.
Right, that's right.
The reason they call it America is because everybody in America runs it.
Hockert from the right corner. He fires from deep, couldn't hit it. King rebounds, shovels it to Mauk, and he reverses action and pulls it way out front with a minute to play in the third, and the Huskies in cruise control. They lead 58-32 in our 7th place game here at the State A. Oh, nice little interior passing, tic-tac-toe, and Cummings lays it in.
Yeah, freshman King in the short corner. Cummings drops from the free throw line. Easy layup. Great offense execution against the 2-3 zone.
Uh-oh. Bonner, a little short on that one. He had to have the chance for the heat check after hitting his first one, and now what are you going to get? Substitutions in?
I don't think so.
Shot clock messed up? Yep, I think so. Got 36 in the game. And
Jeff West, the U-Mary alum.
Jason West,
Jason
right?
West, sorry.
See,
wrong
no,
one.
I did
you
it
did
first.
That earlier.
Yeah.
Jeff, his brother, the assistant coach of Mandan boys basketball.
Speaking of buckets, those guys could get some buckets.
They were good. They were good. The California boys played some California ball and then came back up here to play for Randall Herbst at Mary. 2 studs in their own rights. He looks like he could still go out there and play.
Oh, yeah. High post now. Cummings to Gilbertson in the left wing. Shot clock, game clock about 5 seconds off here in the third quarter. Can't hold it for the last shot with 10 to shoot. Gilbertson hesitating to the elbow, kicks it right side. Hockert launches for 3. No, too strong. Long rebound. Oh, poked away. It looked like Grayson Fettig was going to have a chance for the Cowboys. Back on the other end, King dissecting the lane, shot faking, and a foul whistled as Hockard is going to be shooting a couple for the Huskies.
Yeah, good hustle from Hockard and Mock to get that ball back, get it down the floor. Hockard right around the rim, gets pushed as he's shooting it.
Dukert picks up the personal foul, and it'll send Carter Hockard to the line, the 6-foot junior. He's short on the free toss. 77% free throw shooter on the season for Carter Hockard. Looking for his first point of the state tournament. Come on, man. Oh, both of them rim off. And with 0.7 seconds left in the quarter, our third quarter goes into the books. It is all Huskies. 60-32 Wahpeton at the end of 3 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. This is the State A on the PSP Network.
We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Clean it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
As pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Back in action in our fourth quarter. Oh, they run the backside lob. Cooper Bang. Oh, they just about ended the fourth quarter in a senior season for Cooper Bang with an alley-oop lob. Couldn't get it to connect. Now down low, Schleppenbach kisses it home.
Yeah, nice play there. Just aggressive basketball, trying to get the lob against the man-to-man set there for Wahpeton. Get the rebound, end up getting to Schleppenbach's hands for the layup. He's got 10 on the game.
Killdeer took these seniors out a moment ago. Now they're right back out there to start the fourth quarter with their team down by 26. Kubala double teamed. The Dalens got him in a phone booth and they cause a tie-up.
Like fish to fish food. A guy's all around Cabela there.
Yep. Like a mosquito to a bug zapper. Kubala has the inbounds. Cowboys' little zone defense, they'll trap out of it. Steffens reverses it.
Shot clock.
Kubala locks in, loads. Oh, that one's off. Ralph battling for a rebound. Cleared by the Dalens. Nakori gets it off to Cale Hansen. Here comes Killdeer. They got an extremely large hole to dig out of. I don't even know if it's possible.
Yeah, how fast these games come.
Hansen from downtown. No, ricochets off of Killdeer into the bench. I think Hansen could have grabbed that, but I thought he must have saw that Wahpeton touched it last. All right, Miles.
Give Miles his first opportunity to be the official stat guy. I gave him the sheet.
I love it. Yeah. All right, as Killdeer saves the basketball here right to the Huskies. Who, if the Ant-Man Anthony Edwards your favorite player, does that mean you're a Timberwolves fan?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Okay, so who's your second favorite Timberwolves player?
Oh, you even going to know that answer?
No.
Well, what about Naz Reid?
He used to like Cat, and the Cat's not there anymore.
What about the Stifle Tower?
No.
Nope. How about Nikhil Alexander Walker?
No.
No.
How about...
Who's your next favorite NBA player? Do we like Luka now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Lakers, you like him better?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dad's a Laker fan again.
Okay.
Big Kobe Bryant fan. It's been a couple of years, but now we're back with Luka.
Oh, and a steal. Kubala trying to go coast to coast. Dalen tracking him down, and yeah, I think Ja'Cory Dalen just fouled out of the basketball game. And he knows it because he's making a beeline.
He's making his long walk.
Well, there's no doubting that that guy's going to give you 110%. He fouls out of the basketball game. And the seniors' day is over. Bjorn Kubala will be at the line. All right, you got this decision is still looming here, Joe.
It is. You got the senior in his last game, or you got the leading scorer that had a breakout third lane in the state tournament.
Yeah, and Kubala, he was the guy in the qualifier game, had a career-high 27.
Yeah, he's had a very good state tournament here and done a good job tonight of just getting these guys off to a good start. He's done some really nice things defensively and rebounding the basketball as well.
Talk about the end of the career, though. I mean, you have a career-high 27 as now he gets popped in the nose by Cooper Bang. How about you have a career-high 27 in your final game in the regional in the qualifier against Four Winds Minnewaca, and now you come back with 22, 23,
yeah.
22? I'm not doing my quick math here, but.
Yeah, he had 20 at half, and I think he's got 23 now.
It's a pretty good way to end your career.
Really good way to end your career.
Cowboys.
And probably a victory.
Schleppenbach tied up down low, muscles it up, count it, and a foul. Coach Pruitt's still looking at that scoreboard like, are we going to have another charge in us? And I think they're just going to run out of daylight today.
Yeah, run out of time. They're fighting not only the Huskies right now, but they're fighting the game clock as well.
Well, and the holes that the Cowboys have dug is Schleppenbach knocks down the old-fashioned three-point play from the Serpro stripe. It was been more like 10 or 12-point deficits in the first two rounds, not 25 like it has been today. It's now down to 24. 61-37, Huskies lead, 5:30 to play.
Steffens and Gilbertson and Kubala have done just a good job of breaking this pressure of Kildare. They've been able to kind of bounce out, get themselves some space, make good passes to open players.
They got it down low to Landon Ralph, had that spin off. McCory Dale in rebounds. Cale Hansen, bully ball. Oh, tough finish from the right side of the lane. Cale Hansen drops in his second field goal. Makes it 61-39, and now you get a line change coming in for the Kildare Cowboys. Kubala floats up one in the middle of the paint. Got it back. Bjorn fires it over to Gilbertson. He will lock and load from downtown. Short. Oh, Steffens went up and got a rebound. He showed some explosiveness right there.
Yeah, he had that 1-2 at the end of the half where he flew in there out of nowhere to see if he could get a tip in, but he's got a nice bounce to him as well.
Kubala, one-hander in the lane, no. Rebound batted to Schleppenbach, and we've got 4.5 to play in the contest. Oh, and losing the handle there was Fettig. He was thinking about shooting it. And now you get a foul given up there by the Cowboys just so they can get the subs in. This might be your final action for these seniors coming out of the game. McCory Dalen, Cale Hansen, Cooper Bang, Owen Schleppenbach, and Grayson Fettig. Kildare, a team that has 9 seniors on it.
Yeah.
11 Lettermen returning. Got their entire starting 5 back, a team that made it to state last year for the first time in 71 years, took 6th place at state. This year they're going to go 0-3. Still a good run, though. You haven't been to state in 71 years, and you go back-to-back years.
And you win the regional, too. You got to win a championship. Basically, it was at their home. No, they're in Wofford City, but basically home.
Oh, Kubala has a steal, and he will drive and glide for the 2.
Yeah, good play from Kubala there, getting a steal. Maybe ending his career, too, if they make a little substitution here to take the senior out.
I think Coach Ralph took him out and said, hey, we ain't in a press. What are you doing, man?
We're good, man. We're good. We put in some subs. We're good.
That's right. We don't need to rub salt in the wound right now as we're up by 24. With an even 4 minutes to play in the basketball game, we break 63-39. It's a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor.
Right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese. It has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah.
Order for Danny.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
(63-39), Wahpeton up big here with 4 minutes to play in our fourth quarter. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show. Today's game also brought to you in part by the Starian Bank locations in North Dakota and the Four Seasons Restaurant in Garrison. They just ran the America's Play again.
America's Play for a different senior this time.
Killdeer's
Jonas Rohr.
Jonas Rohr into the contest. Getting his first action of the tournament. DeVries to Hockerts. Tries a baseline dribble drive. Oh, a little teardrop for Hockert is down. Carter's got 2. His first point in the tournament is down for the 6-foot junior. Chase Kling right down Broadway as he broke a double team. He's got his first 2 of the game. And with 3:13 and counting, not quite a running clock scenario. It's a 24-point lead.
Yeah, I need to get to 30. Probably not going to get there.
Almost losing the handle there was Cooper Coolmo, the freshman. DeVries, there's a little street ball right now is locking and loading from the right corner is Coolmo, and a rebound foul. The whistle there on DeVries.
Got some subs coming in for the Huskies as well to say goodbye to their seniors. Their 3 seniors, DeVries, Mauk, and Kubala.
Yeah, a couple guys coming out again for the Killdeer Cowboys. Those remaining guys getting action. You got to do it, right? The 7th, 8th place game. Yep. Get everybody a little taste of the action. Let every...
A lot of hard work put into to get into this point, and those practice guys, those guys that show up every day, don't play a lot.
Run the scout team stuff every day. They're in the weight room. They're in the preseason stuff. They're doing all the same activities. Don't get all the PT. So, yeah. Give these guys a couple minutes and let them have some limelight.
It might be the radio guy's worst nightmare, though, trying to figure out all new names with 2.5 to go.
That's all right. Figure it out. Fennig goes down low to Dobitz. You can't mistake him. Oh, wide open. Dukart scored it.
Yeah, good play there. Good cross-court pass there and wide open layup for the big man, Joe Dukart.
Joe Dukart. He was clapping for himself when he went back down. I love it. And for the Wahpeton Huskies, Brennan Barth lost the handle. It goes out of bounds. He's got a big smile on his face, too. Not quite as big as the one as Joe Dukart, though.
Yeah, he's excited to be out there.
He looks like he was a lineman.
Yes.
For the football team.
There's a reason their football team was pretty good this year because they got a lot of boys that look like pulling guards.
They got to the quarterfinals and were upset by Langdon area Munich for the right to play Velva in the semifinals. So we thought it was going to be Killdeer and Velva. Ended up being Langdon and Killdeer as Langdon went out, made the long trip, and beat the Killdeer Cowboys in the semifinals in a high-scoring game in the football quarters.
We know who you're cheering for.
Yeah. Yep. I wore my Letterman's jacket to the game in Velva. Didn't go over good. Wahpeton has Rylan Flack into the game. Battling on the glass there was Colby Anderson. Now you get a breakaway for Dukart. Oh, too strong. Dobitz rebound, no good. Oh, man. Dukart battling for it. Watch out. Somebody's going to. And the hustle is going to be rewarded for the Cowboys.
That's awesome. There was about 3 people in the front row of the Civic Center that were afraid they're about to get Joe Dukart tackled in the front. And
they saw their life flash before their eyes as Joe Dukart was flying right towards them at about Mach 12. All right, Killdeer has the basketball in the hands of Grayson Fettig. Oh, they run the America's Play. Oh, you got to shoot that. But instead, you go to the rack attack, and he couldn't finish it. Killdeer's Tate Norby had a lane, and this place would have erupted.
Yeah, shot fake, gets to his left hand. The sea had parted like Moses, and he wasn't able to knock down the left-handed layup.
As we're down to 1:30 to play in the contest, deep 3 from the left side. The Huskies couldn't hit that one for Brennan Barth, but they dig out a rebound. Barth has it, and he goes tiptoeing through the tulips. As we're back in action with 1:13 to play in the contest, the benches have emptied. Huskies lead 65-42. Deep three ball, just a bit outside.
I think somebody opened the door on the Civic Center on that left side there, and Wynn took the ball.
Cooper Coolmo. All right, who's getting the America's call? Oh, no, it's not the same call.
It might be. Here it is.
It might be. Here it comes. Dobitz. Dukart. He's going to do something with it right here. Come on, Joe. Fettig.
Another senior.
Right down Broadway.
Good take for Fettig there. A lot of weave action there. He's able to get to his left hand, put it back up at the right, knock down the bucket.
20-point game. Grayson Fettig's got his first two. Check that. His second basket of the game. Left side of the lane, fired it up there for the Huskies was Cooper Coolmo. He couldn't knock that down, and we're 28 seconds away from our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Dobitz, Fettig cranks up a three, no good. Bonner battling on the glass. Cleared out of there by the Huskies, Brennan Barth. Coolmo in the front court. Down to 10 seconds to play. Scoops it up. Dobitz rebounds. Fires it up ahead to Dukart. He comes crashing into the front court. He's going to launch it at the buzzer. Oh, no. Dukart couldn't hit it. But that's going to be a final here in our 7th place game. The Wahpeton Huskies 65. The Killdeer Cowboys 45. The Huskies grabbed the 7th place trophy here at state. They finished their season 18-10. And the Cowboys go 0-3 at state, and they finished their season 21-7. It's our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Joe Cattell has made his way down courtside as the Killdeer Cowboys are shaking hands with all their fans. How cool is that? Their fans and students have lined up around the edge of the court, and they're giving them a high five as they exit. As we get a word here with head coach Jeff Ralph and a player interview for the Wahpeton Huskies. I got to make sure and see where Mr. Joe Cattell is at. Oh, right here. All right, Joe, take it away, buddy.
Coach Ralph, obviously you would love to win the last game on a different time slot, but you guys came out and played really hard today. Your seniors stepped up and played really well for you, Bjorn. Just talk a little bit about this experience here at the state tournament this week.
Well, maybe we should have played them all at 10. Said nobody ever. What a game by Bjorn. I mean, he came out and made some shots, and we built the lead with that. And then Trayton and Jackson, I thought, really good defense again, and a total team effort, but I think it was led by Bjorn. Our seniors have been big for us all year. Great leaders, great kids. All three just got inducted into Honor Society on Tuesday. I mean, just a bunch of great kids, and couldn't be prouder of them. And to get a win at state is tough, and we did that today. Boys played great.
You're one of the younger teams in this tournament. You got some freshmen that play. You got a good group of juniors as well. Talk about the experience, just going through the two battles that you had, getting a win here. What's that going to mean for the Wahpeton Huskies program moving forward?
Well, I hope it lights a fire under some kids. We got a bunch of young kids sitting over there watching too, but our young guys got this taste now. It's been a while, 2019 since we were at state, so I hope it lights a fire for them and gets them going and wants them to play and get in the weight room, do all that stuff we want to do. We got Jack Gilbertson, Trayton King. It's going to be a great player for us. Cooper Coolmo came in at the end. He's going to play. We got Landon and the beast, Braden Steffens, is coming back. I mean, just a fantastic point guard. I mean, 3 years of the beast has been really nice. Having him as a point guard makes me look really smart a lot of times.
Move on to golf season now. Good luck at Boise State when we open it up over there.
Well, I just realized I took my rules clinic test this morning in the motel because it's due on Monday, so I guess we got to get ready to start swinging clubs.
Awesome, man. Congratulations, Coach. Always a pleasure. Bjorn, guys came out really well today. Obviously, you wanted to win the last game at a different time slot, but you were able to pick up your last win in your high school career. Talk about what it took for you guys to get this done today.
I mean, we had to make shots, obviously, and play some good defense. I think last time we played them, we scored like 45, and I think we had 42 in the first half, so making shots was big for us tonight, or this morning. I think that's most of it, honestly.
What's it mean to be a senior on the team, to get this team back to state? Wahpeton has been here since 2019. How does it feel to leave a little bit of a mark here for Wahpeton moving forward? A lot of the young guys that looked up to you this year.
Yeah, I think we set a good example this year for years to come. I think we should have a good chance of coming back next year. I mean, hopefully they saw what we did this year and only improve. So
awesome, Bjorn. Congrats on a good tournament, man, and getting that last victory of the year.
Thank you.
Back to you, TD.
Yeah, well done. You heard there from Jeff Ralph, the 19th year head coach. Just getting his rules figured out for the golf season, apparently this morning in the hotel room, early morning. And Bjorn Kubala, man, he ended his senior season with a bang. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show rolls on. A final score, 7th place goes to the Wahpeton Huskies, 65-45 over the Killdeer Cowboys, and our postgame rolls on here on PSP after this timeout.
The nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all.
7, pressure, points, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot! Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Putting a wrap on our 7th place game. We're back on our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads get filled up with their delicious menu that includes the famous 99 you can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Wahpeton victorious 65-45 over the Killdeer Cowboys. And Joe, let's run through those final game numbers brought to you by Planning Team and Shots Crossroads.
Yeah, the Wahpeton Huskies win today by 20. They led by as many as 31 points, 55-24 at one time. For the Killdeer Cowboys, they shot 42% from the field. They knocked down 3 of 14 three-pointers for 21%, and they made 6 of their 12 free throws at 50%. They were led in scoring from the 13 points of Owen Schloppenbeck. Had a nice ball game tonight at 13 points. 5 points for Trey Lemire. 4 points apiece for both Cale Hansen, Jackson Reese, and Chase Kling. 3 points for Wyatt Bonner. 2 points tonight from Cooper Bang. 2 points for Calvin Dobitz. 2 points for Joe Dukart, and 1 point for Ja'Cory Dolan. For the Wahpeton Huskies, they led this thing pretty much coast to coast with the two-headed monster of Steffens and Kubella. Steffens led the way with 24 points. He was 5 for 5 from the 3, 8 for 9 from the field, added 5 rebounds and 2 assists. 23 points for Bjorn Kubella. He also made 5 of his 9 three-point attempts, had 7 rebounds and 4 assists along with 2 steals. They got 8 points out of freshman Jack Gilbertson. They got 5 points out of Alex Cummings, 2 points for freshman Trayton King, and 2 points for senior Trayton Mauk. They won the rebounding battle, which is something I didn't know if they could do against Killdeer. They won rebounding 34-27. They shot more free throws, 18 free throws, making 11. And then they also won the turnover margin, 19-10. Their points off turnovers today was 21-9. So just an outstanding effort showing up this morning for the Wahpeton Huskies, and they move on to a 7th place title, and only good things to come for Jeff Ralph and his squad.
Yeah, the Huskies finished their season 18-10. They finished with a W. The Killdeer Cowboys season ends at 21-7. All right, Joe, a couple things left for us. First, it's our move of the game brought to you by Spas Etc. Been doing it since 2001 in the capital city of Bismarck. Extensive selection of billiard tables, gazebos, spas, saunas, tanning beds, and hot tubs at Spas Etc. And your move of the game today, hey, we had this guy pegged in for the MVP for the longest time, but Braden Steffens brings you our move of the game today, and it was another 3 by him, and he was locked and loaded today for the Huskies. Trayton Mauk penetrating the lane, gives it off to Steffens, and he is stuck on automatic.
Yeah, 16 points. He now has 4th on the hoop.
Yeah, there's your Spas Eccentric move of the game. One of the 5 threes made today by none other than Braden Steffens. He'll be coming back next year as a junior. What a game for him. 24 points, game high, floor high for the senior, including one of those 5 threes he just made. There's your move of the game. Of course, got more coverage coming today as our 5th place game comes up next. The Beulah Miners and the Des Lacs Burlington Lakers. And then following that, our 3rd place contest, it'll be Shiloh Christian and Thompson. And then for all the marbles tonight at about 5 o'clock, it will be Devils Lake and Kindred. That's our remaining coverage here from the State A. Okay, last thing here on our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show. It is our MVP of the contest. And, man, the senior today, Bjorn Kubala. The guy, he came out of nowhere in that second. Well, he got off to a good start, but just had a couple threes. But, I mean, he came alive in that 3rd quarter.
Yeah, he was really good. Bjorn had an excellent game. His last game as a Wahpeton Husky. He showed up today from the jump. I loved his comment you and I talked about, is anybody going to get in the 60s or whatever? And he said, yeah, we barely scored any points the first time we played him, and this time we had 42 and a half. So just they knew what their mission was today. They had a plan. They had a purpose, and it was led by the senior today, Bjorn Kubala.
Yeah, and here's your MVP highlight for Bjorn as he buries a three in that third quarter. Finds Cummings down low, jump hook short. Oh, but he got it back. Kubala for three. Yes! Bjorn, I beg your pardon, that MVP highlight came from the second quarter. Actually, it was Alex Cummings digging out an offensive rebound, kicking it out to Kubala for the three ball, and that sent Wahpeton Huskies on their way. Congratulations, he's your Sport Clips MVP of the contest. They keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Your game MVP, the senior Bjorn Kubala. All right, puts a wrap on game one of the day. 3 more to go. Fifth place comes up next. Beulah and Des Lacs Burlington. A final score on your BNC Bank scoreboard as we put a wrap and a bow on 7th place. It is the Wahpeton Huskies 65, Killdeer 45 in between game break, and we'll come back with 5th place Beulah and Des Lacs Burlington.
And the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center as it is the final day of the State Boys Class A basketball tournament, and you're going to hear it all right here on the PSP Network. Scott Woodmansee alongside Joe Cattell. Todd DOMRES stepping out of this one as we get you set for Region 3 versus Region 4 in our Consolation Championship. Hi, good afternoon, basketball fans. Scott Woodmansee alongside Joe Cattell from the Bismarck Event Center and our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that won't slow you down. No appointment needed. Stay in your car drive-through. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. If you're just tuning in, glad to have you aboard in a game that just went final. It was a rock fight. Wahpeton survived it. As 80 feet killed there, 65-45. Now, Joe, we turn our attention to the Consolation Championship game. And, well, it's two teams that played earlier this year, and Beulah got the better end of that one, 67-58. So if you're DLB, you come in here and say, well, okay, they got us once. We got a bunch of seniors. We want to go out on a victory. If you're Brandon Sherrato and the Beulah Miners, you say, well, you know what? We're probably here maybe a year or two early. A lot of people didn't see this coming. Hey, we won one yesterday. Let's go out and let's get out of here and go 2-1 because he's got a lot of kids coming back next year.
Yeah, no question. And this is a star-studded basketball game when it comes to guys that can score the basketball tonight for both of these teams. When you got Colton Feller, who's been absolutely electric, averaging 28 points a game so far in this tournament. And then you got Mr. Braylon Sherrato, who just had an absolutely firing at the rim last night and knocking down a ton of shots as well. So should be a really fun game. Like you said, a young Beulah team that's gaining confidence every week. And then you got a team like the DLB that's got, a little bit stronger in the senior class, especially with Feller. And so should be a really fun matchup today, but with a lot of really good guard play.
Well, and I think both these two teams are going to say to themselves as DLB lost the opening round game 73-49. Then they bounced back and beat Wahpeton 51-45. Beulah was upended by Kindred 73-50, and then they defeated Kildare yesterday 58-52. But I think both these two teams, Joe, are going to say, well, guess what? Now we get to play another team that we can match up with.
Yeah.
As the biggest kid in this game is going to be Crockett from DLB at 6'6". But other than that, hey, man, it's going to be like almost like a 6 foot and under game here today.
This is a guard show today with Sherrato and Sherrato, and then you got Feller, Duchesne, and Schaefer. So it's definitely going to be way more of a guard play game, way more up-tempo and speed. A lot more probably long balls getting tossed up there in this one. A little more pressure on the guards. So it should be a really fun, exciting basketball game. This is a good game here. This game is a very, very good game. And, with Kindred and Kindred and Devils Lake and Shiloh kind of being the big dogs, this is the next tier of teams. And DLB had a really good basketball season, and they have a chance tonight to go out as the Consolation champs, and as well as Beulah.
Well, as you're listening to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations at Minot Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back with more courtside at the Bismarck Event Center after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Have over 60 years combined experience in the field.
Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
We've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Well, welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center as we get you set for the Consolation Championship, as this will be Joe Cattell's last game
of the year.
And
Hoop
we'll just give you a little tease. Stay tuned for that third place game. TODD DOMRES will step in, and we're going to bring you a little bit of ResCast radio, as they call it. So if you're listening to this one, well, make sure you come back for that third place game between the Thompson Tommies and Shiloh Christian, as we're going to have a little fun in that one. As been a number of years since we've done it, but there's your little tease. So stay tuned right here on the PSP Network. And then that one will be followed up. I shouldn't say that, as we will have a little break in between there.
Yep.
As we'll be back on the air with you for that third place game right around, I suppose, 2:45. As today the Class A goes first on the championship night, and then tonight the Class B side. We'll have that for you on the PSP Network, and that should be a fun one tonight in that championship game. Bishop Ryan and West Hope Newburgh will do battle in that one. That'll be about 8 o'clock. Our Redeemers and Wilton Wing playing for third. Seventh place game going on. That'll start about 1 o'clock. Oaks and North Border, and that'll be followed by Hankinson and New Rockford Cheyenne for fifth. So lots of coverage on the PSP Network. That'll be the final coverage of the basketball season today on the PSP Network, and what a run it's been. As been doing this for
it's been a grind the last 4 weeks. A fun grind, but it's been a grind.
A number of weeks, but we have this one. Should be a fun one here. These games, Joe, are always just kind of, you go in the locker. I mean, as a coach, what are you telling your guys in a game like this?
Well, if you're Coach Sherrado, this is just building for the future. You got a lot of young guys, and you need to keep their attention, and you need to have these experiences in order to maybe win one of these someday. So this is straight. You're coaching this game like it's the first game of the year, and you're trying to get the most out of these guys and to build. If you're Coach Brown, it's a little bit different. You're playing for pride. You got a lot of seniors that want to go out the right way, and so you're just kind of leaning on that emotion, so to speak, or of, it's our seniors' last game. Let's go out and give them all that we got. And I really like the way Wahpeton came out, pressuring and putting a pressure, just kind of waking everybody up early. I would say you probably see a little bit of that in this one too. Maybe a little full court pressure with some trapping, just to get everybody kind of into the ball game and forgetting that it's the second game of the day.
Oh, I don't mind saying so myself. Those black uniforms that Beulah's got on are pretty sharp, if I don't say so myself.
I think you might have sold those to him. Is that why?
Well, the starting lineups are being announced on the floor. They go like this. First of all, for the Beulah Miners, at one guard will be Benny Sherrado. He's 5'9" and a freshman. The other guard will be Tucker Keller. He's 6'1" and a senior. And at the other guard spot will be Braylon Sherrado, 6'1" and a junior. At one forward will be Shane Schmidt, 6'1" and a junior. The other forward will be Philip Widener. He's 6'4" and an 8th grader. Their head coach in his second year is Brandon Sherrado. For the Deluxe Burlington Lakers, they'll go like this. At one guard will be Drew Rodacher. He's 5'9" and a senior. The other guard will be Colton Feller, 5'10" and a senior. At another guard spot will be Levon Duchesne, 6 foot and a senior. At another guard spot will be Jake Schaefer, 6'1" and a senior. And in the middle will be Jace Crockett. He's 6'6" and a senior. Their head coach, Chris Brown, and his 4th year at Deluxe Burlington. The officials, Mike Lean, Brian Offorth, and Jason West. As we are ready for some basketball here. Our Consolation Championship. Beulah and Deluxe Burlington, the Lakers. Oh, I think I got another. There we go. There's my little sheet.
Are we dropping from the ceiling?
Yeah, there we go. Yep, as the Master Repel team, they're coming down. As they're going to do that for every game. What? No, there's no way.
WOODMANSEE, you going to go up there next?
There is no way. Oh, and this guy's coming down head first. You got to like that, huh? How about that? We saw a lot of that last week in Fargo, but I didn't see that.
No, I'm not coming down head first. I know that.
Wow. I can tell you back in the day, the only way, I went up there, but the only way I was coming back down was via steps.
Never through the Repel team?
No. The Repel team was not an object, but great job by the North Dakota Army National Guard doing that each and every week. I want to thank you. What did I do now with my read sheet now? See, now I'm trying to get everything all, there we go. Okay. Now we're ready to go. I want to thank you for tuning into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We know you're busy. When you visit our service center, we don't waste our time or yours. Our technicians can typically perform a full oil change service in about 15 minutes. As we are ready to go, as Widener will go up against Crockett at center court, and we are underway. DLB in their white uniforms, trimmed in royal and red. Beulah in the blacks, trimmed in gold and royal. Here's Benny Schroeder with a steal up high right away. Nice dump pass to his brother Braylon. Layup good, scored, and one.
Yeah, the Schrados getting off to the start like last night. Benny with the steal at the center court. Braylon flying down the floor ahead of him. Bounce pass and one.
So, just like that, to the Serve Pro free throw line we go already. And Braylon Schrader toes it, sets it, delivers it, and that one comes off long. 2-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Beulah with the early lead here. Here's Feller, now gets it up high. That's Rodacher with it. Rodacher, they go to Crockett, top of the key. Nope, that's not Crockett. That's Schaefer. Nope. What do I have here?
Rodacher's 11. Schaefer's
Crockett's
13.
23. That's why I got 22 down. Okay, there we go. Another turnover for DLB, and now bringing it up will be Tucker Keller for the Beulah Miners. Keller into the front court on the bounce. Man-to-man defense is
all kinds of bodies all over Braylon Schrader to start this one.
Here's Widener, dumps it off. Shane Schmidt, he had a nice game yesterday. Jump stop in the paint, nice weak side bounce pass, but better defense there. And Widener comes out with a loose ball.
12 on the shot clock.
And Feller pokes it out of bounds, and Crockett can't save it, so it's going to stay with the Beulah Miners.
10 on the shot clock here for the Miners. See what action they want to run out of this end out.
Oh, yeah. I think they heard that. Here's a lob in the paint, and that was missed there by Keller. As we're getting the scoreboard change. There we go. Now everybody should be pleased. Here's Keller with it. Now Keller goes baseline left, nothing there. Here's Widener off the left elbow. Boy, he turns up a lot of shots. Benny Schrader turns, fires three.
Wow.
Bingo. Oh.
Benny Schrader had no room to get that shot off. He's out by the G League line, and he's able to knock it down. 5 points Schrados early in this one.
5-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Beulah with early lead. Oh, and it looks like we've got a scoreboard issue ourselves.
Yeah, I'll text Todd.
In the right corner, they go to Rodacher. Here's a long three on the way by Schaefer. Comes off and into the hands of Tucker Keller. As we'll try to work and get that fixed, as we do have the score up for you. Here's Schrader. They entered on the right wing. Today's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Try the Blue Buffalo or that plain cheese, that Planet Pizza, no pizza like it. You can call them now, 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Here's Sherrata with it between the rings. Benny on the bounce, gets down the left side, nowhere to go. Now bounces it back out high to Schmidt. Schmidt guarded by Duchesne, now goes left. Kicks it in the corner. Here's Keller out of the corner for three. Bingo for Tucker Keller.
Love what Beulah did there. They had a Braylon Sherrata set a ball screen, which freed up Duchesne, which freed up the corner. Just a really good job of using Braylon as a decoy or as a screener in that play.
So Beulah off to a hot start. They lead 8-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 5:34 left to go here. Opening quarter of play. Here's Duchesne out of the right wing, trying to break the ice. That one's short. Rebound to Widener. Feller poked. Nope, they're going to get Feller with a reach-in foul, I do believe. Yep, that's who it is. First personal, first team foul. And, of course, I keep looking for the mandatory timeout, but we don't have those until the 3 o'clock game. Benny will bring it up the floor. 4. Now he gets it off to Keller up the near side on the right-handed hip-high dribble. Now angles center floor, hands it back to Sherrata. That's Benny with it. Around the wheel they go left wing to Widener. Widener faked the handoff to Braylon Sherrata. Now Benny with it. Now they get it to Keller. I think we can just go Braylon and Benny, can't we?
Yeah, I think we can go Braylon and Benny.
Here's Benny on the left wing. Benny turns, gets in the paint, trails it, flips one up. Nope, that's going to be a suitcase violation. We'll go back the other way. Today's game brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7. Saturday, 8:30 to 3, the UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs.
Yeah, just like we thought. Beulah coming out with a little bit of pressure just to kind of get their feet set in this game, bring the energy early.
Well, the Lakers trying to break the ice. They're trying to find a hoop here, and they go down low. Feller, one bounce, goes up strong and scores it. Feller on the post up.
Yeah, nice play there. They ran the ball to the right side. Feller was on the left block. He started sealing early in that possession when they got it reversed, wide open in the post.
8-2 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Thank you, TD. The magician gets that scoreboard fixed, and we're good to go. As ball poked out of bounds, it'll stay with the Miners as Braylon Sherrata enters it in. He gets it in Keller. He turns, same spot, different result for 3, and that one's short. Rebound comes down to Crockett. Now he gets it off to Feller. Feller in the right corner, they go to Rodacher. Now he hands back to Feller. Feller dribble entry in the right wing, now brings it back out high, skips it cross court. Duchesne, he goes baseline left, kicks it in the corner. Here's a 3 for Jake Schaefer. That one rolls off. Weak side rebound by Rodacher. Rodacher has it taken away and now taken back away by Jake Schaefer. Now they're going to set the offense, and Rodacher will set it for head coach Chris Brown. Now he enters it high, right side, Jake Schaefer. Now he dribbles into Feller. Now Feller on the right side. Hangs, throws up a tough shot. No good. Rebound to Keller.
Yeah, real good defense there by Widener. Coming over to help. Contesting the Feller shot without fouling, using his length. A nice freshman player that he is.
Here's Widener. Now they go to Benny Sherrata on the right wing. Benny on the bounce.
Apologize, 8th grade player.
Now Shane Schmidt with it. Schmidt, dribble entry on the left wing. Comes off a high screen. Nope, goes the other way. Goes baseline left. Now in the corner, Keller. Keller gets in the paint. Shot fake goes up. Ooh, and Crockett blocked it away. Saved it nice. Nope, they're going to say he was out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Beulah. Checking in for DLB. That will be Kyle Fisher. Kyle Fisher, a 6-foot junior.
8 seconds on the shot clock. They said Crockett had no possession before stepping out of bounds.
Keller goes, lobs it out high to Braylon Sherrata. Ooh, he had an itchy trigger there, but puts it on the bounce. Now turns, fires, tough shot, comes off. Rebound Feller on the weak side.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody gets guarded harder than Sherrata in this tournament so far.
Nope, I would agree with you.
He's had someone in his shorts every moment of every game.
Feller gets it off to Rodacher. Now they set the offense, does DLB. Rodacher dribble entry. Now he goes right wing to Schaefer. Now out high to Rodacher. Now Feller. Feller attacks on the left side, hangs, shot off the window, and scores.
Yeah, Feller's such a good athlete. Gets to that left hand there. He's got to contest, but like you said, he hangs in the air just a little bit long enough to be able to get that thing off the glass and score.
Beulah 8, Colton Feller 4 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 2:25 to go here, opening quarter of play in our Consolation Championship game. Here's Martin out of the left corner again. And a box out on the weak side as Schaefer just took Sherrod right to the floor.
Yeah, Keller's going to get a lot of looks today. He's got Jace Crockett guarding him, but Jace isn't even coming out of the paint. He's saying, go ahead and shoot it, big guy. We'll see. We'll take our chances.
Feller down low to Crockett. Crockett on the baseline, goes up strong, scored, and one for Jace Crockett.
Yeah, nice play there. Good activity down in the low block by Jace Crockett, sealing right underneath the hoop, getting the pass, getting the harm, going to the line for the N1.
Shane Schmidt gets called for the foul, and Crockett, the 6'6 senior, will toe the Serve Pro free throw line. We're going to get our first substitution. Tate Jordan's going to check in. Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup, restoration. It's Serve Pro. So Jace Crockett toes the Serve Pro free throw line. Free throw on the way. Too strong, and rebound. Oh, ripped out of there by Kyle Fisher. Now here's Jake Schaefer, right wing three. That one rolls off. Crockett the rebound. Crockett jump hook in the paint. That comes off. Fight for it underneath, and it's going to go back to Beulah.
Yeah, Jace Crockett really active right now.
Yeah, he is.
Had a great look there. Just rolled off on his little jump hook. Good job. Luckily for Beulah that no score happens on those plays.
Beulah by deuce, 8-6 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Minute 47 to go here. Opening quarter of play in our Consolation Championship as Benny Sherrod brings it in the front court on a bounce. Gets a high screen widener. He's going to pull the trigger behind the D-League arc. That one comes off. And rebound to DLB, and Feller runs it into the front court for Delax.
A little bit of a mistake.
Burlington.
DLB going underneath the Benny Sherrod screen, giving Sherrod just a little bit of room to shoot that shot.
Schaefer is going to put the offense in motion. He goes down low to Feller on the post on Sherrod, and he gets it into the right corner. Rodacker for three. Air ball, missed everything. Ball's loose. Body's on the floor. Going to get a tie up. The arrow in favor of Beulah. Today's game brought to you in part by Dakota Square Arco. Why have so many people made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store? Quality fuel, convenient items, an awesome touchless car wash, and the best customer service. See for yourself Dakota Square Arco, west of the Dakota Square Mall at 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in the Magic City. 8-6 our score, 1:05 to go here, opening quarter of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Sherrod off the handoff. Splits the defense. We're going to get a reach-in foul. Is going to be called.
That's going to be the second early here on Feller.
Yep.
We still got a minute left of the first quarter, but Colton Feller has 2 fouls.
Avery Cole checks in now for Beulah, the 6'1 senior. Here's Tate Jordan now. He'll run the offense between the rings for that's Tucker Keller.
Jack Schaefer is going to know what color underwear Braylon Sherrod's wearing by the end of this game. He hasn't left his side as soon as the ball crosses half court.
I thought Tate Jordan checked in, so I stand corrected. That was Tucker Keller. And you're right, Sherrod, tough shot. Oh, wide open on the baseline. Rodacker attacks. Now here's a three from the left wing by Feller. That one comes off, and the rebound pulled out by Avery Cole. 25 seconds to play.
Flew through this first quarter.
Yeah, we did. 2-point lead for the Miners. They have the ball, and the shot clock is off. They can play for one. As Benny Sherrod controls, hands it off to Tucker Keller. Keller on the bounce, now hands off to Sherrod. 5 to shoot. Here's Keller out of the left corner for three. Bingo! Tucker Keller rattles one home.
If they're going to leave the senior alone, he's going to have to make some shots for him. He's got 2 in the first half. First quarter.
That's going to end our opening quarter of play on the three by Tucker Keller as we go to break. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, it's the Miners 11, the Lakers 6. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance Hot Tubs and Michael Phelps Swim Spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Well, one quarter in the books here in our Consolation Championship. 11-6. Lakers have the ball to start the second quarter. Lob, they go down low. They try to go Crockett. He saved it, goes out of bounds. We can tell you today's game brought to you in part by Swenson RV and Marine. They're your official Tracker Marine dealer, the full line of Tracker and Netro fishing boats, along with Sun Tracker and Regency Pontoons. Shop online at SwensonRV.com. Back come the Miners. Tucker Keller.
Benny's open.
Goes up high to Sherrado, and we're going to get a foul.
Yeah, really good. Another good set from Coach Sherrado, having Braylon kind of be the main screener there. Benny's guy helped off, and then Benny comes off a double screen wide open. Foul on DLB trying to get through the double screen.
Jake Schaefer gets called for the personal, his team's first of the quarter.
I'm sure Coach Sherrado's been used to Braylon getting guarded like this all year, so I'm sure he's got a few sets in his bag.
Keller turns the corner. Mid-range jumper comes off for Keller.
Keller's going to get any shot he wants
yes,
tonight,
he
the way
is.
DLB is guarding.
Back the other way is Feller, and they're going to get a foul body there by Benny Sherrado, his first. And that'll be the first of the Miners. Schaefer inbounds it to Rodacher. High post, Feller, he turns, fires, fadeaway two is up and good for Colton Feller.
Yeah, Colton Feller with a tough shot, fakes the handoff, dribbles to the right, jumps contested, still makes the shot.
11-8 out of ENC Bank scoreboard. Nice bounce pass down low. Widener goes up and finishes it.
Yeah, Keller and Widener, they're going to have to step up for these guys today. That time Keller, nobody guards him. He takes one dribble, gets Widener's guy to move up to him, and he bounce passes it. Easy layup for Widener. Good basketball from those two.
Beulah by 5 on the BNC Bank scoreboard at 13-8. 6:42 left to go here. Backside pass to, nope, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, did Schaefer.
Yeah, great cut.
And
Jace Crocker was able to find Schaefer on the cut, but caught the ball out of bounds.
Go back the other way. BNC National Bank, your life is busy. We'll manage your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank. 13-8 our score, 6.5 to go. Opening half. Sherrado attacks. Nope, they're going to say a suitcase violation on Braylon Sherrado. He turns and looks at his dad and says, how?
Well, when you jump stop and then slip your pivot foot, it's usually called a travel.
Yeah. So the Miners get the ball back. They trail it by 5 on the BNC Bank scoreboard, 13-8. Handoff Rodacher. Now they go back. Schaefer now in the left corner to Feller. Look inside for the post. Now he gets it. Crockett down low, goes up, scores it off the glass. Jace Crockett.
Yeah, looks easy for Jace down low there. Good job sealing. He got the double team. Second guy came just a little too late. Jace Crockett, easy bucket.
13-10. Here's Widener with it. Widener up high to Benny Sherrado. Benny turns the corner, gets downhill, kicks in the corner. Martin had it. Good closeout that time. Martiner attacks the tin and scores.
Yeah, Tucker Keller there.
Tucker Keller, I stand corrected.
Tucker Keller with a good take again. He's having himself a good first half. Basically playing one-on-no when he gets the ball in his hand.
Yeah, he's got 8 in this opening half. Does Tucker Keller. Here's Feller with it. Feller hounded by, nice spin move there. And a better finish by Colton Feller.
Yeah, degree of difficulty there. Drive left, spins right, avoids Sherrado's steal, gets through the defense and makes the layup. He's got 8 first half points.
15-12 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 5:14 left to go here in the opening half of play. There's a 3 from the right side by Tucker Keller, and that one comes off. And you said, Joe, he's going to have all kinds of looks.
Jace Crocker didn't leave the restricted arc that time to guard him. Keller has everything he wants.
And a deep 3 by Colton Feller.
Yeah, like I said in the pregame, he averages 28 a game in this tournament. On the year, he only averages 17 points a game. So having himself a tournament, already 11 here in the first half.
We're tied at 15 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 4:40 left to go opening half. Here's Shane Schmidt on the baseline. Tax, reverse layup, blocked away there by Crockett. Back comes Rodacher for DLB. Finds Feller on the trail, thought about it. Tacks the tin, left-handed shot up, score it. And he hits the ground hard. Boy.
He went into the lane, catches a guy midair, and he lands hard on his back after making the layup. He's got 9 points this quarter, 13 for the game, has a chance for 14 here. Tough kid, though, gets up, stretches it out a little bit.
Benny Sherrato gets called for the foul, his second personal, second team foul, and Feller with the hoop and the harm gives DLB a 2-point lead. And he can't finish that.
And he wants to come out. He wanted to make that one bad.
Yeah,
he had a sub waiting for him.
17-15, the Lakers by a deuce. Here's Sherrato. That's Benny with it. Gets a high screen from Braylon. Now he gets it back. Does Braylon. Rodacker on the switch. Now he'll go. Now Sherrato's going to go one-on-one. Braylon spins. There's a double in the corner. Here's Cooper Martin. He's going to fire for three. That one's short. Rebound to Feller. Feller playing through whatever he hurt. I'm guessing it's got to be the lower back, the way he came down. He turns the corner, attacks again, scoop to the hoop, comes off, hits the floor again, and rebound comes down to Shane Schmidt, who brings it into the front court for Beulah. Schmidt attacks down the left side, nobody there. Now Braylon Sherrato out of the left corner for three. That one's off. Cooper Martin, right place, right time on the weak side.
No new shot clock.
Yep, no shot clock continues to roll as Benny Sherrato operates top of the key. Dribble entry to the right side, gets it Cooper Martin. Here's Widener with it, 10 to shoot. Now Schmidt, they want post on Braylon. Schmidt's going to step into a left side three. That one too strong. Rebound is Schaefer. Good D that time by DLB, and that's set.
Sherrato again as a screener, just better defense from DLB there contesting that shot.
3:05 to go, opening half, 17-15. Lakers by two. Down low they go. Schaefer, ooh, good strong catch there. He goes up and finishes it, does Jake Schaefer, and we're going to have a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. 2:58 to go, opening half of play. The Lakers 19, the Miners 15. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Hey folks, state tournament coverage brought to you by Beowulf Golf Club. You can find them at www.golfminot.com. And also tournament coverage brought to you in part by Starion Bank and Four Seasons Resort of Garrison. A big thanks to those sponsors and also to particularly the Beowulf Golf Club. 19-15, Lakers by 4, 2:52 to go here in the opening half on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Hetzler in the ball game now. Chase has it on the right wing. Now they find Sherrato. Braylon on the pop-out, jabs right, goes left. Off the left elbow, fall-away shot, no good. Rebound to Kyle Fisher. He runs it into the front court. Now hands back to Jake Schaefer. Crockett way out high. Now the hand back to Schaefer. Schaefer turns the corner. Little step back from 13. That one comes off, and rebound run down by Crockett.
Yeah, he's had a very active first half here, blocking shots, rebounding, got a couple buckets himself.
Schaefer goes baseline, rises up at the baseline, little teardrop, and scores it for Jake Schaefer.
Yeah, Jake Schaefer taking a page out of Colton Feller's book there with the drive to the right, a rise up and knockdown shot.
DLB by 6. Here's Martin back the other way on the right baseline. Now Widener. Now Shane Schmidt. Schmidt directing traffic, hands it off to Hetzler. Hetzler up high, Braylon Sherrato turns, fires three. That one comes off. And
yeah, Braylon Sherrato got absolutely taken out on that three-point attempt by Jake Schaefer. A little bit of a late whistle, but the right whistle.
Second personal, second team foul. So to the Serve Pro free throw line goes Braylon Sherrato. Free throws up and good for Braylon. Makes it 21-16. Braylon will have another one. That's up and good. Makes it 21-17.
A lot of politicking going on right here with the Burlington team. Thinking that Sherrato stuck his legs out. I just think he came around the corner. When you run into his hips, it doesn't matter where his legs are.
Third one's on its way. Got all three.
Yeah, Sherrato with 5 now. He's had a tough go of it, though. He's definitely been hounded on the defensive end.
21-18, Lakers by 3, minute 42 to go here, opening half. Schaefer angles left side. Now gets a high screen in the middle of the floor, goes right, now kicks left wing Duchesne. Duchesne on the bounce, hand back Schaefer. Schaefer left side 3 on the way, in and out. Crockett the rebound. Crockett finds a cutting Schaefer. A little scoop to the hoop by Schaefer is up and good. He's got 6.
Yeah, that's all on Jace Crockett there with a great offensive rebound, then finding the cutting Schaefer. But just Jace Crockett doing just a little bit of everything right now for the Lakers.
Tate Jordan off the bench out of the right corner. His 3 comes off, and back now comes the Lakers with 1:07 to play here in the opening half.
Yeah, Bela just trying to find some shooting on their bench right now with the way DLB is guarding. If you can make a jump shot, you're going to get a look at right now if your name's not Shirato.
Fisher cut off on the left baseline. Now Crockett. Here's Duchesne. Straightaway 3 on the way. Looks good, and it is.
Yeah, big bucket from Levon Duchesne there. Top of the key. Closeout was a little late. Hand down, man down.
26-18. Lakers back up by 8. 43 seconds to go here in the opening half. Braylon Shirato from South Walmart is up and good for Braylon Shirato.
Yeah, big 3 there. That was deep. Had defense all over him again, able to knock that one down even with a little bit of contact.
26-21. 5-point lead now for the Lakers. So they're going to, they can probably play for one. Not a big difference.
Yeah, about a 0.8 difference on the clock.
Schaefer out high by the timeline now. Middle of the floor, they go to Rodacker. Rodacker hands off Fisher. Now back to Schaefer, down low Duchesne. Shot fake, Duchesne, little teardrop in the lane, comes off. Rebound Braylon Shirato, 4 seconds, 3. He wants to go end to end. Shirato in the paint, tough shot, rolls off, and that's how the first half is going to end here in our Consolation Championship game on the BNC Bank scoreboard. As we go to break, coming up next, our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Lakers 26, Miners 21. Back with our Magic Towing Intermission Report after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Oh, welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center on the Magic Towing Intermission Report. Magic Towing, remember the number to call Magic Towing. You need a tow, no job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Mention the PSP network if you need a tow and save $50. As at the break, the Lax Burlington Lakers lead the Beulah Miners by a score of 26-21. A game that took place earlier this morning at 10 o'clock. It was Wahpeton defeating Killdeer by a score of 65-45. And then after this one, we'll have a little break, and then we'll be back on you with our final two games here from the state Class A. It'll feature Shiloh and Thompson in our third place game. And then we'll for all the marbles tonight, it'll be a matchup, Devils Lake and Kindred. Devils Lake knocking off Shiloh 68-63 last night, and Kindred knocking off Thompson 66-53. So the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed, as a lot of folks expected, will do battle tonight for the state Class A champion. Of course, Devils Lake, the defending state champions. So you can hear that all right here on the PSP Network. Also on the PSP Network coming up, right around 1 o'clock. Well, probably getting on the air here shortly from the Minot State Dome, as we'll have the Oaks and North Border for 7th place. That'll be followed by Hankinson and New Rockford Cheyenne for the Consolation Championship. And then it will be our Redeemers and Welton Wing for 3rd. And then the title tilt tonight at 8 o'clock. It'll be Bishop Bryan taking on West Hope and Newburgh for all of the marbles. And that will conclude our basketball coverage for the 24-25 season on the PSP Network. As we are at halftime, Bismarck Gymnastics Academy performing on the floor. We'll take a timeout. We come back. We'll take a look at the first half individual and team numbers. At the break, DLB, the Lakers lead Beulah 26-21. Back with more on our Magic Towing Intermission Report after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center as we're at halftime of our Consolation Championship game and our Magic Towing Intermission Report. As we take a look at the first half individual and team numbers. First of all, for the Beulah Miners, they were led in scoring by Braylon Sherrata with 8 points, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, just 2 of 7 from the field was Braylon. Benny Sherrata with 3, Tucker Keller also with 8 points, so Keller and Braylon Sherrata leading the way. And then Philip Widener with 2 for their halftime total of 21. For the Lakers from DLB, they were led in scoring by Colton Feller, 13 points, 6 of 9 from the field there. And also to go along, 6 rebounds for Feller in that opening half. DeShane with a 3-point shot. Jake Schaefer with 6. And Jace Crockett with 4 for their halftime total of 26. Beulah in that opening half, 7 of 23 from the field for 30.4%. And DLB, well, they were 12 of 24. They shot 50% in that opening half. The rebounding side, well, DLB, that goes to the Lakers as they out-rebounded Beulah 18-12, and Beulah's only turned it over twice, and DLB's turned it over 3 times. So the 3-point points, well, Beulah leads the way there with 12-6. So pretty evenly played first half, if you look at the numbers, Joe, and that's why we're at a score 26-21 at the break.
Yeah, story of the half, I think, was Colton Feller kind of got himself going a little bit, was able to stretch the lead out, and then at the end there, Sherrata got himself going a little bit to cut that lead down. But I think the X factor in this game right now has been Jace Crockett. His activity level on both the defense and the offensive end, he's getting himself in the score column a little bit. I mean, he's just had a really tremendous first half, 6 rebounds already, 2 block shots, 2 assists. He's just really had a good game to go along with his 4 points.
Yeah, as we've got 16 more minutes to go in this one, and we'll have that for you when we come back, because we'll take another timeout on our Magic Towing Intermission Report. At the break, Lakers lead it 26-21 over the Miners. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Welcome back to our Magic Towing Intermission Report. We can also tell you that today's game is brought to you in part by Division Cooperative, Rugby, Towner, Mulhall, Sherwood, and Wolford. They're here to help you with your farming and home needs, from agronomy equipment, energy, farm, and home, to gas and snacks. Visit a store near you at Division Cooperative. Energy, agronomy, C-stores. We can do this together at Envision Cooperative. Want to thank you for tuning into our Magic Towing Intermission Report. You blow it, they'll tow it. Put the number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Mention the PSP Network. Save yourself $50, and we are underway here in quarter number 3 as Beulah has the ball out of the break. Here's Sherrata with it. Sherrata kicks in the left corner. Here's Martin out of the corner for 3. Oh, he got his more legs into that one as he rolls up and buries that one to Tucker Keller, and he's got 11 in the ball game.
Yeah, starts where he finished in the second quarter there. He knocking down another 3 in the left corner.
26-24, Lakers by 2. Here's a nice pass in the right corner. Schaefer out of the corner for 3. Bingo! He answers the bell.
Yeah, Schaefer, he had a nice hot start there, a nice second quarter there when Feller came out with the injury. Feller back in the game, but Schaefer keeping it going.
Lead back to 5 at 29-24. Just underway, third quarter of play. Down low, they go Widener on the right baseline. Now Widener hands off. Tucker Keller Drops it to Widener. Now Widener hands off Braylon Sherrato. He's going to rise up at the baseline. Tough shot, and he got it to go down to Braylon Sherrato.
This is the game we were hoping for. Back and forth with these good guards, knocking down shots.
29-26. Sherrato gets into double figures with 10. He's had a good tournament. High post entry. They go to Crockett. He skips it left side to Rodacher. Top of the key, Schaefer. Straightaway three on the way. Ooh, that's wide right. And that goes out of bounds. For 50 years, Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. That's Ryan Family Dealerships, our instant replay sponsor. Speaking of that, I better grab one here. A little highlight in the second half. A couple of them maybe. High post, they go to Schmidt. Now back to Martin. Left side three, that one comes off. I'm sorry, for Tucker Keller.
That one's giving you some hard times today.
Yeah, that
one's got you somehow.
Shouldn't. Called them all day yesterday, so we'll get it figured out. By the end of this one, we'll get it right. Here's Feller on the right wing, down low. Oh, wide open. Crockett layup, got it, and the defense fell asleep there.
Yeah, Jace Crockett there that time just had a nice, easy post feed from the right wing, and really no defense. Pass led him right into a layup.
Well, DLB by 5 at 31-26 in the BNC Bank scoreboard. 5:48 left to go here in quarter number 3. Up high, they go to Sherrato. That's Braylon with it. One bounce, steps left, fires the long three, misses everything. Nice save by Benny, but right into the hands of Schaefer. Here comes Feller down the left side. Now reverses dribble, backs out. Now finds Duchesne. Duchesne gets in the paint. Little teardrop up and good for Levon Duchesne.
Yeah, good job. Good patience there. DLB could have had, they didn't have numbers, but they were coming downhill. Feller pulls it out, finds the trailing Duchesne. Duchesne gets right down the center of the hole for the nice floater.
Benny Sherrato, he turns and fires a long three. That comes off. Shane Schmidt climbs the ladder. Ball's loose. Comes out to Tucker Keller. Now here's Schmidt. Left side three on the way. Bingo!
Yeah, some blows being thrown early in this one. 3 threes for Beulah here in the third quarter already, and we're only 3 minutes into it.
And we're going to have a First National Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. 5:05 to go. Third quarter of play. Lakers 33, Miners 29. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
There's this pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Hey folks, today's game brought to you in part by Minot State University. Minot State University, with more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, will be you. First National Bank and Trust, full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on bond between our employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com.
Yeah, both teams coming out in that third quarter out of halftime. Just offensive hotness, just on fire, making a bunch of jump shots early, and we got some points being scored here.
A little pressure applied by Beulah up the floor. 33-29 scored. Feller hands it off to Rodacher. He gets it left wing. Feller looks down low. Nothing there for Crockett. Now back out high. Here comes a high screen. Feller turns the corner, leans in, blocked away there nicely by Avery Cole into the hands of Tucker Keller.
Yeah, 3 black jerseys around Feller on that drive. Feller just doesn't have the same bounce that he did earlier in the game with that back bounce that he got in the second quarter.
Sherrato attacks, and he's going to be fouled.
That's going to be the third on Feller.
And that's going to be 3. And Chris Brown wanted it to be on the ground, but it wasn't. So Braylon Sherrato will toe the Serve Pro free throw line. Coming to the scores table is Cooper Martin, 5'11 freshman, getting ready to check in as Braylon sets, delivers, and it's up and good for Braylon Sherrato. 33-30, Beulah within 3 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 4:29 to go here, third quarter of play. And Sherrato 5 for 5 from the third pro free throw line.
Toronto's got 13 now in the basketball game, having a nice solid night, even though the Laker defense has been all over them.
33-31. Beulah gets within 2. Rodacher now back out Feller. Feller between the rings. Puts the offense in motion, turns off the Crockett screen, rises right side 3, comes off. There's Crockett. His activity's high, and he goes up and finishes it.
Jace Crockett, another bucket in this half. He's got 8 now, but he has been dominating the boards. Another offensive rebound for him.
35-31. 3:59 to go here in quarter number 3. Here's Cooper Martin. High right side, hands it off to Benny Shirato. Now Benny, he wants to get a shot off, I think. Now Cooper Martin, they're not going to guard him.
Yeah, Jace Crockett barely leaving the lane.
Now hands back to Benny Shirato in the right corner. Now Benny.
10 seconds on the shot clock.
Benny goes Schmidt. Schmidt spins in the paint. Now kicks left corner. 3 ball on the way. That was Cooper Martin, and it comes up short. Rebound to Crockett.
Yeah, Crockett flying around everywhere that time. Stops the drive of the Schmidt, closes out to Martin, and then picks up the rebound. Just a lot of activity out of him.
Here's Rodacher with it. His team leads by 4 at 35-31 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Feller turns the corner, steps in off the window, too strong. Rebound into the hands there of Tucker Keller. Keller back the other way, the 6'1 senior for Beulah, playing in his last game of his high school career.
Yeah, only senior starter for the Beulah Miners. A lot coming back like we talked about in the pregame show.
Yep, Shane Schmidt puts it on the floor, turns the corner, gets in. Oh, left-handed shot, too strong, contested there by Crockett. Back comes Feller the other way. Feller, left side 3 on the way. That one's short. Schaefer, strong board, scored and won.
Yeah, great hustle from the senior Jake Schaefer as he's sprinting down the floor. Feller had a wide open 3 in transition. Doesn't go, but Schaefer all over that one for the putback and the harm.
So makes it 37. Schaefer with 5 in this third quarter. He misses the free throw. And now the Laker lead is up to 6 at 37-31. In the ball game, that's Avery Cole. He's going to fire a long 3. That one rolls off. Feller the rebound.
Yeah, there's nobody.
Baseball pass up the floor, and Schaefer couldn't handle it, so they turn it over. And we'll go back the other way.
Coach Shirato just trying to find a 4th guard that can make a 3 over there. Schmidt's getting hounded. Shirato's getting hounded. Now trying to see if Cole can be the guy that kind of breaks this thing open for him.
Yeah, Avery Cole. And they try to enter it down low, and it's poked out of bounds. State tournament coverage brought to you in part by Baywolf Golf Club. You can find them at golfmina.com, and also brought to you in part by Starion Bank and Four Seasons Resort in Garrison. 37-31, they inbound it to Tucker Keller. He hands it off to Benny Shirato. Now Benny on the bounce. Now goes Cole in the right corner. Here's 3 ball on the way. Comes off for Tucker Keller. Run down by Shane Schmidt. Minute 56 to play. Miners trail it by 6. Schmidt, little shimmy shake move to no avail. Here's Benny Shirato on the bounce. Now he gets it off to Tucker Keller. Keller, stop and go move. Little runner down on the right baseline, comes off and into the hands of Benny Shirato. A little teardrop in the lanes, up and good for Benny Shirato.
Yeah, Benny, right place, right time there. Long rebound gets bounced right to him. He's able to get a little separation and knock the teardrop from 10 feet.
37. Oh, here's a steal by Tucker Keller the other way. Kicks in the right corner. Shirato sets his feet. Benny for 3. Bingo!
Yeah, right as soon as that steal happened, Benny ran to the right corner. He was thinking 3-pointer the whole way. Teammate finds him for this first open look of the night.
And we got a First National Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Minute 18 to go. Third quarter, the Lakers 37, the Miners 36. We got a good one. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Well, that timeout brought to you in part by First National Bank and Trust. Also, we can tell you, reminder, we'll have our Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads Postgame Report coming up. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. We'll also have our Sport Clips MVP of the game and our Spas Etc. move of the game. You can hear all of that inside our Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame report. Well,
got a fun basketball game here.
Yeah, we do. This is what it's all about.
No lead is safe. Both teams throwing blows. The three balls falling for both groups. So fun hoops game. We see a little pressure again out of Beulah here.
And pressure now in the backcourt, and I'm going to get a
foul on Jordan.
Tate Jordan, first personal, second team foul.
They got the trap there, and there's only 3 seconds left across the half line, and wasn't able to do it without fouling.
Back comes the Lakers. They have a 1-point lead. 1 minute to go here in third quarter. Schaefer turns, attacks. Shot comes off. Rebound to Sherrato.
Jace Crockett dove with intentions there. He drove across the lane and had a great seal, just not able to give him the ball. Schaefer misses the jumper.
Benny Sherrato runs it in the front court, hands off Braylon. Braylon, all deep three, and that one's going to be off, and it's going to go off of Shane Schmidt out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure he even knew where he was on that one.
Nope.
That's the half-court line in Beulah where he took that one from.
They inbound it, do the Lakers. Now here's Schaefer into the front court for Bill Axe Burlington. 30 seconds to go. They lead it by one at 37-36. They're going to play catch, about a second differential on the game clock and the shot clock. Now Schaefer, now back to Rodacker. Rodacker says, let's go, and he puts the offense in motion. Schaefer up by Crockett. Now they go Feller. Here's a backside lob, and they saw it coming, and Schmidt was there to defend it and out of bounds. It'll go back to the Beulah Miners.
Yeah, great job by Schmidt going for that ball and not fouling. They both jumped at the same time. I mean, he hits just as much right to that ball when it's free like that as Crockett does. Good defense.
Here comes Tucker Keller. He's going to let one fly in the horn, and that's going to end the third quarter of play. As we've got 8 minutes to go in this one on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 3 quarters in the books. DLB 37, Beulah 36. Back for the final 8 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese. It has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Well, 8 minutes to go here as the Lakers have the ball out of the break. Here's Feller on the lob down low. Feller gathers, goes up, scored, and one.
Yeah, Feller scores that for his 15th bucket of the game. Has not scored in the third quarter. So good job of getting himself going right away here in the fourth quarter.
Makes it 39-36. Feller converts the three-point play.
Now, what a tournament for Feller. 29-27, 16 now in this one. Still 7.5 to go.
40-36. Here's Sherrato with it up high. Now right corner, here's Jordan. Oh, and Jordan buries a three.
Yeah, Jordan's one of those guys that can stretch the defense a little bit. I know he's gotten a couple opportunities, but if he can knock down some threes the way DLB has been guarding, that'd be huge for the Miners.
Tate Jordan buries a three, and it's a 1-point lead for the Lakers. They lob down low. Crockett Now Duchesne spins in the paint. Teardrops up and good. Oh, nifty move by Duchesne.
Yeah, good play from Duchesne. The senior with 7 points in his last game as a Laker. Tate Jordan again.
Tate Jordan out of the left corner for three. Long rebound to Schmidt. Braylon Sherrato straightaway three. Wide left. Crockett the rebound. He gets it off to Colton Feller, who runs it in the front court. He crosses over. Attacks Feller in the paint. Tough shot, scored, and one more. Oh, what a shot and a move by Colton Feller.
Yeah, what a hesitation there. Dribbling down with his left, crosses it back to the right, attacks the 10. Defense is just a little bit too late, and I think they're in the restricted art, not there to take the charge. The and one for Feller.
So Feller goes back to the Serve Pro free throw line as his team leads it 45-39. Feller was 6 in this fourth quarter. Did not score in the third. Here's Benny Sherrato with it. Benny, they handed it. Nope. Now he keeps it. Goes in the left corner to Jordan. He thought about it. Now here's Sherrato. Sherrato on the bounce. Now they go to take it away there as Keller attacked the glass and take it away, and now back comes DLB. They lead 45-39, 6:05 to go in the ball game.
Jace Crockett shut the door on that drive and picks up a steal to go with all the rest of the stats he's been putting up tonight.
Here's Feller, right side three. That one too strong. Ooh, that'd have been a big hoop there for the Lakers. Long rebound now to Benson Sherrato as he runs it in the front court for the Miners. He hands off to Braylon. Braylon, stop and go move, goes back right. Schaefer leaning on him. Kicks in the corner. Jordan one more time. Bingo!
Yeah, that could be the answer to the question, the answer to the quiz. If Tate Jordan can knock down some threes, nobody's guarding him.
As Jordan buries another one out of the corner, and that'll lead us into First International Bank and Trust timeout. 5:39 to go. Lakers 45, Beulah 42. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Well, Tate Jordan coming off the bench. And he's got 2 threes in this fourth quarter. Makes it 45-42 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered for Beulah. They've been struggling to find somebody that can stretch the floor in that unguarded position. And Tate Jordan answering in the fourth quarter.
Oh, nice design play there. They lob it backside to Jake Schaefer, and he goes and finishes it. Extends the lead back to 5 at 47-42. Here's Sherrato. Benny now gets it up to Schmidt. Now he fakes a handoff. He turns. He's got room. One more time. Jordan out of the left corner. That one too strong. Weak side rebound. Nope. And we're going to get a traveling call. They wanted a push, and they didn't get it, so it'll stay with the Beulah Miners.
Still like the shot from Tate Jordan. Wide open. Just knocked down a shot. He's got confidence. Looked good. Just didn't fall.
.45, 47-42. Schmidt on the baseline. Now Sherrato, he's going to fire high right side three. That one rolls off. Rebound to Benson Sherrato. He goes up and scores it off the window.
No idea how Benny Sherrato got that rebound. The smallest guy on the floor, in there with the trees, able to get to the ball and then put it up on the glass.
Back the other way. Here's Feller, a little flip, and that one comes off, or it comes up short, and we're going to have some free throws.
Yeah, a lot of contact. Colton Feller just impossible to stay in front of how fast he is getting down the floor. The whole Feller family has been a fast family, probably other than their uncle Jeremy. He was probably the slowest one of the group.
Feller converts that one, makes it 48-44. He'll have one more, and he gets that one as well.
Yeah, 8 points, 21 points for the game, 8 points in the fourth quarter for Colton Feller. He had 10 points in the fourth yesterday, so very similar. Game time, winning time. Colton Feller showing up.
49-44. 4:22 left to go here in the ball game. Here's Benson Chirado. He's going to fire a long three, and he falls backwards and may have gotten away with a flop there. I don't think Rodacher was anywhere near him.
Yeah, unless he got tangled in his feet. That'd be the only thing, but definitely no foul there.
49-44. 5-point lead. Rodacher down low. Feller, baseline. Teardrop, no good. Crockett battles on the weak side, gets the rebound to DeShane, and the shot clock continues to wind as it drops down to 10 to shoot. Rodacher, DeShane. DeShane hounded out high. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer on the bounce. He's going to rise. Fire. Three. Short. Rebound to Sherrado. That's Benny with it. And back comes the Beulah Miners, trailing by 5 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. He hands it off to Tucker Keller. Keller now to Braylon Sherrado. Braylon spins. Free throw line. Nowhere to go. Leans in. Tough shot. Oh, he got it to go. Did Braylon Sherrado.
Yeah, not sure how Braylon got that one to go. He was hounded, pivoting, just about travels. Gets it up on the glass as he's falling to his backside.
49-46. Here's Feller, left side three. Bingo!
Yeah, that's 11 points in the quarter, 24 for the game now for Colton Feller. He is absolutely having himself a state tournament.
52-46. What a quarter for Colton Feller. Benny Sherrado straightaway three short. Rebound to Crockett. Back the other way comes Colton Feller. 2:35 to play, a 6-point lead. Feller, he's going to take it here. Runner in the paint, rolls off, and we're going to get a blocking foul. Is going to go against Tate Jordan.
Yeah, Colton just head down on that one, driving into the lane. Tate Jordan tried to take a charge, just a little late getting there.
So Colton Feller, free throws up and good. What a tournament he's had.
Yeah, 25, 29, 27, 25. We still got 2.5 left in this one.
53-46, make it 50. Nope, he missed that one.
7-point lead here. It's kind of crunch time for Beulah. They got to figure out a way to score because right now they're having troubles playing defense.
Beulah needs some hoops. Jordan.
No more free looks for Tate Jordan. Jace Crockett in his shorts on the perimeter.
Yep. Here's Tucker Keller with it. Hands off Benny Sherrado. Off balance two is up and good for Benny Sherrado.
I'm not sure how that one even got out of his fingertips. He catches it on one hand, able to get the ball to fall in the teardrop.
They break the pressure. Now Schaefer attacks. He goes up, and Jordan's going to get another one. That's going to be 4 on Jordan.
Jake Shaver with a nice night as well. He's got 13 on the game. Has a chance for 14-15 here and stretch it to a 3-possession game. Down to 2 minutes in this game, 53-48.
Serve pro free throw line is Jake Schaefer. That one comes off.
No lead has been safe in this game so far. Is there one more run left in the Beulah Miners?
Second one's up and good for Jake. 54-48. 14 points for Jake Schaefer. Minute 53 to go. Here's Avery Cole, hands it off to Braylon Sherrado. Braylon turns the corner, attacks the 10. The layup rolls off, rebound to Feller.
Yeah, everything but the bucket on that one. Braylon shot fakes, sweeps his left, gets all the way to the rim. Avoids the Jace Crockett block, but just a little bit too much English on that left-handed layup.
And they're going to get a foul on Tucker Keller. That'll be his first. So Feller back at the serve pro free throw line. Free throws up and good. Second one's no good. Crockett the rebound. Now back out to Schaefer.
Colton with the wry smile. That would have been the most open he would have been all day from three, and he turns it down to run a little bit of the shot clock.
Feller, Crockett, Rodacher, Feller. Now Schaefer high left side. 7-point lead. And what are we going to have? I think we're going to have a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Minute 18 to play. 55-48. DLB by 7. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
NODAC Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Well, out of the timeout, here we go.
12 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, nice play there. Schaefer attacks and scores. Oh, what a beautiful play out of that timeout by head coach Chris Brown.
Yeah, nice little back cut there.
And here's a steal. 57-48, 1 minute to go.
This might be all she wrote, but it doesn't look like they're going to foul, so they got to get a steal here. Oh, they're going to foul now.
Yep, now Tucker Keller comes over and fouls. So Tucker Keller gets his second, and to the Serve Pro free throw line goes Jake Schaefer, and what a second half he's had for the DLB Lakers. Free throws up too strong for Jake.
He missed some free throws here in the fourth quarter. They could have put this one away.
And Chris Brown wants to set something up on the defensive side. 56.8 to go. It's the First International Bank and Trust timeout. Lakers 57, Miners 48. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
For a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Well, 57-48. 56.8 seconds to play. Jake Schaefer will go back to the Serve Pro free throw line for one more free throw. He missed the first one and one here. Joe make things tough. That stretched the lead to 10 for the Miners.
No doubt. Just good presence with the basketball these last 2 minutes of running some shot clock down, knocking down some free throws. Up now a comfortable 10-point lead with only a minute to go.
58-48. The Lakers by 10. Beulah's got to go quick. And they double up Sherrado. Now he finds Schmidt down low. Left-handed layup, no good, and Crockett the rebound. Boy, what a game he's played.
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's been rebounding, blocking shots. He's had a few assists, got a couple steals, 8 points. He just had a really active final game of his senior campaign, the 6'6 senior, going out strong.
Shane Schmidt gets his second personal as Colton Feller. Well, he goes right back to where he's made a living here in this fourth quarter. He toes the Serve Pro free throw line. His team leads it by 10.
If he makes them both, he'll average 28 a game in the state tournament.
That one's up and good.
I got him at 27 right now. And here comes the bench.
59-48, yep. Players coming in. Hudson Schur coming in. Avery Cole coming in.
Coach Sherrado yelling, heck of a season, boys. Heck of a season.
Zane Bjerkley coming in for DLB. Also Easton Anderson. Also coming in is, who else do we got there? Will Marquardt coming in.
Fifth place, that's something to do. Wins in the state tournament and Obviously, there are some monsters playing in this state tournament, and to come out with 2 W's, win your last game of the year. Colton Feller averaging 28 a game at this state tournament. He had 27, 29, and 28 today.
Colton Feller put on a display here, 60-48.
15 points in the fourth quarter. You know the fourth quarters are only 8 minutes, so he averaged almost 2 points a minute.
Shot goes up by Owen Zeman in the ballgame for Beulah. Devin Borman in the ballgame as well. Also in there, Jaden Evans. As I think DLB is going to bounce it out. Tyler Schaefer is going to bounce it out up near the timeline as clock winds down to 10 seconds, and that's exactly what he's going to do. And the Deluxe Burlington Lakers are going to be your consolation champions here in the 2025 State Class A Boys Basketball Tournament as they win it by a score of 60-48. And that'll take us into our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game report. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial planner planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisor here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com, and Shots Crossroads get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. 60-48, Deluxe Burlington comes out of here. They lost their opening round game. They finished the season with 2 victories, and they will end their season at 18-9. Beulah will end the same way at 18-9 as well. Todd DOMRES has made his way down to the playing floor. I think he's going to try to get a few words with Chris Brown, the victorious head coach. Let's go courtside and TD. TD, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations, Coach. Hey, getting 2 wins at a state tournament's always tough. That's got to feel good right there.
It does. Not many teams get to do that, right? And not many teams get to end their season with a win, and we did, and I'm so proud of those seniors.
Yeah, talk about that moment. 40 seconds left in the game. That buzzer sounds. You get to take those 5 seniors out, give them a hug. What's that mean?
Yeah, I'm going to get emotional. This is the first group of seniors that I've had since I've been here. I got to watch them grow up all the way through. We've laughed, we've cried, we've disagreed at some things, but at the end of the day, I'm so proud of them, and it's been so much fun.
Talk about your defense today. I mean, that was gritty. You held them to 48 points and kind of turned the tables on some other previous matchups against those guys.
Yeah, we kind of put a game plan in, and, kudos to them. They had a few kids hit big shots that needed to for them, but kids stuck to the game plan. They grittied it out, and here we are.
Congratulations. Great end of the season.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, that's Coach Brown. Let's bring in Jake Schaefer here. All right, Jake, I want to talk about the defensive assignment first. You got to guard Braylon Sherrod a lot of the day. Talk about when Coach asks you to have an assignment like that. What's that mean to you?
Well, first of all, I just got to give credit to Braylon. He's personally, I think he's the best player I've guarded all year. Huge shout out to him. He can put up big numbers. But when Coach asks you to guard a guy like that, that means a lot because he knows, or I know that he trusts me. So. That means a lot, being able to guard a player like that, and to finally beat him in a state tournament feels good. We played him 3 years in a row in the state tournament, lost twice, and finally got one, so it feels good.
And as a senior, go out, not a state championship, but getting two W's here, that's big for you guys.
Yeah, everyone's goal when you get to this tournament especially is to be playing that last game and hoisting a banner, but, that's only one team's fortunate enough to do that. So. You just got to keep a positive mindset, and we did that, and we were able to get 2 wins here at the state tournament, so that feels really good. First time I've ever gotten 2 wins at a state tournament, so it feels really good.
All right, so your dad played in this thing back in 1998. You played in 3 straight. Do you got bragging rights on him now?
No, I don't. He's kind of set the standard for me. I look up to him every day. I'm thankful for him because I am here right now because of him. So it feels really good. This is all him. He built this, so just really thankful.
Awesome. Great game today, Jake.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, back over to you.
Oh, job well done, Todd DOMRES. As Chris Brown, Jake Schaefer, victorious here tonight as they win it by a score of 60-48. As our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame report rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, Coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Poise. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finland Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finland Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Well, welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game report. The Deluxe Burlington Lakers are your consolation champions as they win it by a score of 60-48. For a look at the final individual and team numbers, here's Joe.
Yeah, the Beulah Miners trailed by 5 at half, and they lose by 12 tonight. The Beulah Miners, this afternoon, I should say. It's probably not quite tonight. The Beulah Miners shot 33% from the field, 30% from the three, knocking down 9 3-pointers. Only had 6 free throw attempts, knocking down 5 of those. They were led in the scoring today by by Braylon Shirado's 14 points. Benny added 12 points. He also added 5 rebounds. Little guy getting in there and grabbing some boards. Tucker Keller with 11. He also had 5 rebounds. 6 points for Tate Jordan, knocking down 2 threes in the fourth quarter. 3 points from Shane Schmidt and 2 points for Philip Widener. For the DLB Lakers, they shot 52% from the field, 23 of 44. Just an outstanding offensive performance from them. They only knocked down 4 3-pointers at 25%, knocked down 10 of their 17 free throws at 58. They were led tonight by Colton Fellers, 9 of 18, 2 of 6 from the 3, 8 11 from the free throw line, 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. What a battle for Colton Feller, averaging 28 points in this state tournament. They got 17 points out of Jake Schaefer. They got 8 points and 10 rebounds out of Jace Crockett. And they got 7 points out of Levon Duchesne. So only seniors scoring tonight, only 4 seniors, only 4 players in the score column, only 4 seniors scored. 36 rebounds to 26. DLB wins that advantage. Not a whole lot of turnovers in this ball game, only 6 for the Lakers and only 5 for the Miners.
Well, Joe, a couple more things we got to do here. We got to give out our Spas Etc. move of the game. Spas Etc., a family-owned business with over 22 years of experience providing top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, and tanning bed sales and installation services. We also offer an extensive selection of billiard tables and gazebos in the Bismarck, North Dakota area. Since our establishment in 2001, we've been committed to delivering exceptional customer service and building lasting relations with our valued customers. Well, I had 2 highlights at the 12:50 time mark. Of the afternoon, and well,
let's hope we get the right one.
Let's hope we get the right one. I think we do. Colton Feller, Shirado goes down, hits a big deuce, and wow, what a day, what a tournament for this young man here from DLB. 9:46. Here's Feller, left side, 3, bingo!
Ball into his backside.
Big 3 from the high left side. Colton Feller, he is our Spas, etc. move of the game, and it's going to be a clean sweep, Joe. Now we got to give out our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips, and that Sport Clips game MVP is Joe?
Jack Schaefer. Jake Schaefer, right? That's what we gave
Jake
it to.
Schaefer, yeah, we did give it to Jake Schaefer,
15 points for Jake Schaefer. Had a really nice battle.
It's not a clean sweep. I stand corrected. I forgot who we interviewed. Jake Schaefer.
Jake Schaefer, 15 in his final
17,
in his final basketball game for the DLB Lakers. Had a really good performance. He actually really stepped up when Colton went out there in the second quarter with his back, when he hit the floor with his back. So great game for Jake. Great game for Jace Crockett. Levon Duchesne had a nice game. Those 4 seniors, and of course Colton Feller, those 4 seniors really showed up today to get this 5th place championship.
Well, the Lax Burlington Lakers are your 5th place champion. Joe, it's been fun, man. Go put your coaching hat on.
Yeah, I'm going to go coach a little second grade basketball. I got back-to-back, the 2 and the 3 o'clock slot at the YMCA. So
all right,
we'll knock those out and then come back, and I'll be a fan for the Devil's Lake game tonight.
There you go. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast this afternoon. Reminder, we will be on a separate stream coming up this afternoon right around 2:45. And, folks, if you're tuning in, be sure to tune back in. A special broadcast coming up for you in that 3rd place game. It's going to be a little Rescast Radio. Todd DOMRES and myself will have the call for you for our remaining 2 here this afternoon. A big thanks to all of our sponsors: BNC National Bank, Valvoline and Sonoma Change, First National Bank and Trust, Ryan Family Dealerships, Serve Pro, also Minot State UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Envision Cooperative, Dakota Square Arco, Swenson RV and Marine. Also to BSN Sports, Magic Towing, Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, and Spas, etc. Repeating our final score here, your Consolation champions, the Deluxe Burlington Lakers, they win it by a score of 60-48. For my partners, Todd DOMRES and Joe Cattell, until tonight, or later this afternoon, Scott Woodmansee saying so long from the Bismarck Event Center.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by